You guys explored a lot of the labyrinth. You made your way over, got ambushed by some weird orchid jellies. You've battled those, even though Kilvar nearly died twice. Got brought back to life twice. You made your way into a throne room where, you know, there was the big throne, and you found your first of 3 items, the crown of the guy who ruled this area. And after you found that, you made your way back through the labyrinth, I believe, and what happened? You did encounter Gillespie a second time, I believe, that at a dead end, and there was a lot of different things that happened. But essentially then, you made your way back to where you all started, through the very first main entranceway, and made your way to the east, which is where you are now. You're pretty far east inside of this lost citadel. You came around a corner, and I will re-describe the room for everyone. So in here, within this cavern, the walls glistened with an abundance of smooth quartz shards, scattering the light throughout the space. So the walls are basically like mirrors, you know? They're reflecting light like crazy. And there was also a man-sized bundle of silk webs adhered to the cavern wall, which was right to the west of Hrothgar. It was up along the cave wall, if you remember there. Speaking of which, yeah, so anyways, it's, yeah, just Hrothgar was pretty much right adjacent to it, about to look at it. However, what happened is you went down and you all got blinded. Once the light from Bandek's shield entered, and it reflected off this place, almost like a room of mirrors. That's just the shiny reflective stones just reflected at the back, and it's overwhelmingly bright, and it kind of blinds you. And we made our tests, and Hrothgar is blinded, and so is Bandek. And as they put their hands up to their eyes and grunt in pain, Luther looked around. I believe both Luther and Kilvar. Pat, let's look at the things. Yeah, you both rolled 16s and 17s on your wisdoms. And you noticed an Ettercap up in the ceiling that noticed you noticing it, and then it let out a squeal. And that is where we end it, and that is where we will roll initiative. So if you, I'll roll it here, but if you got the combat tracker open, you can right click on it in the top right corner, that'll open it. And I'm going to roll all. Where's that to? Roll all. Tons of dice.
Oh my god.
Wow, we actually rolled higher than all of your NPCs.
Oh my god.
That happens
That
all the
never
time.
happens.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That never happens.
Well, this is a it's a Shadowdark first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, whatever.
Luther is going first.
Okay, so I will get ready to. Any questions before I unpause the game and we get into it? Anything else you need to know?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. So game is on pause. Luther, I'm going to go up to you, and actually, before you go, you are actually not first.
Why am I not surprised?
There's
a shocker right there.
There's one bastard ahead of you. Okay.
I'm sure that's how he rolled.
So one. Okay. This one came from the far east. When it rushes out, it's climbing along the top of the ceiling. And it then lets loose. What is it going to do? It sees its targets, its prey. Gonna roll, and on a 1, it's Luther, on a 2, it's Kilvar.
Kilvar. There we go.
It is Kilvar. All right, Kilvar.
Ooh.
Poison web.
That's right. I'm not sure where I'm going to get the web to come out of this thing. Let me pause for a sec. I want to just share the image with you all. Have I shared the image with this? Where will it web come from on this creature?
It's clearly the pelvis.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the pelvis region as it thrusts forward, and a poisonous web comes out and
gross.
sticks all over Kilvar.
What's grosser is his top 2 arms are behind its head when he does it. Just, yeah.
Okay.
Killer wishes he was blind at the moment.
All right, Luther,
My
you're up.
poison web. All right, I'm gonna shoot the thing that's trying to poison web all over my friends there, because that's just not right.
Just pause, Daddy.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Abilities. I guess it's over here. Here we go. It's been a while. I'm going to take a. Oh shit!
The light went out. I will let you. I'll let you make your attack at normal, because you did declare it before the light went out.
Well, I was attacking the one that did the poison web shot.
Yep. 14 for 7. Whew. We can always count on Luther to put out some damage. So the pessimistic Ettercap suffers 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But none of you can see it anymore in the total darkness to know how much you damaged it. But you hear a squeal come from it.
Did we only have the one light source?
Yep.
At the time, my torch went out, days ago.
Oh, I thought we had like 2 shields glowing.
And I'm going to say to the blind dwarf, your light went out. We need it back. And then I'm going to kind of... I don't know if I can move myself anymore. Yes.
Yeah, click on yourself.
I'm going to go that way. I'm going to put my hand out because I know there's a wall this way. Somewhere. And I'm going to kind of walk my way.
You just banged into the wall and then you went away from it? Yep.
Exactly. I have an idea. I'm going...
Okay, so that's 4 squares. Yep.
4?
1, 2, 3, 4 so far. That's 5.
Okay.
Okay, good. You done?
Because I have no more actions, so yeah, I am done.
Okay. Bandek, you are up. Just so I will describe to you what you last remember before your vision was taken away. Luther was to the east. Kilvar was to the southeast, and Rothgar was directly south of you. Like you were all grouped up in a 4-block cube. And you just heard some kind of weird goopy sound and a grunt from Kilvar. Gross, he said, or something. And then you just heard Luther say that, and then you heard him kind of pattering away from you, like his footsteps moving away. But other than
If I did my job right, they didn't hear me.
Oh.
I would have said that before I left.
Okay. I'm going to reach blindly to my shield and try to cast light.
Easy enough done. I'm not going to give you disadvantage on that. That seems simple enough.
Yeah, something already in his head. If he was trying to do it on someone else's, it would make sense.
Exactly. So your shield is literally attached to your arm, so just a straight roll will be fine.
Okay. Normal. Ooh.
I don't have a luck.
Oh,
I do have a luck.
I'll let you know the party only has 1 luck left.
Oh,
and that's
my luck.
bandits.
Okay, well I'm using it.
Okay. I believe in you. Ooh, okay.
Exactly enough. Exactly enough.
Ooh.
So you can activate your light source if you'd like.
Inventory.
It's under your
light.
So that'll light for everyone, but not for you, because you're still blinded. But it definitely helped out your allies. And do you plan to move anywhere before we move to Rothgar?
Nope. I'm gonna kind of hunker down and try to like brace the shield like up to my head. So like I'm trying to block my head.
You okay?
Just standing. Yeah.
And Rothgar, you can't see anything. What do you do?
Not see anything. just gonna try and like take like a defensive position or whatnot, just in case like anything tries to like attack me or whatnot. That I sort of like got the shield up, got the axe in one hand, just until I can see.
Okay. So, I don't think I listed it in the list of actions, but you are trying to do like an all-out defend, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's not the actions, but I thought we had something like this before, like a sort of all-out defense, just where I think like the attacker would get like disadvantage on attacks or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we could do a temporary boost to AC if that makes it easier. I mean, just for a quick ruling.
If it comes up, I'll let you know. We might not even come up.
If it's true.
Right now, you're blinded, and they're not focused on you because they know you're blinded. So, anyways, right? So we'll just move on, unless you're going to move somewhere.
No, like I'm just gonna stay where I'm to, sort of hold my ground. And I'm curious, is it at the end of my turn my vision comes back, or is it at the beginning of the entire combat?
It's
because mine was only one turn, that's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah. It's a number of rounds. I know yours was for 1 round. And
probably when we come to the top of the initiative, then I guess.
Number 2. But I feel like I got the timer set up, so I'm going to let the timer run its course, and we'll see.
Okay.
I got a little icon on your character there, and we'll see if it works out. Okay.
Perfect. Well, that's all I'm doing.
Okay. You hear more scribbling and along the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. You see another one, Ettercap, quickly dashing across the cave floor and heading down south, getting ready to flank you from the south position. Kilvar, you are covered in a poisonous web. So
my first question is, can I move?
Right now, the first thing that happens, actually, is you suffer a D4 poison damage.
D4.
Oh, fun.
2.
It's not too bad.
Also, yes, you are stuck in that place, unable to move anywhere. I'll say that you basically, you can still swing your weapons. This is pretty vague description. It just says, you're stuck in place. So to me, I don't think I'm going to make that a full lockdown CC like you're in a cocoon or anything. I think I'm just going to say like you're unable to move, but you can probably still swing your arms or cast spells. But it is a DC 12 Dex check if you want to try to escape it.
DC 12 Dex check.
Yep, or you can stay where you are, stuck in place, continuously taking damage, and do what you want.
Yeah, I have nothing, so Dex checks it is.
DC 12. For a dwarf, how dexterous are you?
Ooh.
So you rip your way out of this poisonous web, and you're able to move where you want.
I'm going to move right here.
Okay. It did take your action to escape.
Oh, I figured.
Of course, but you burst out of it, and you make your way up there. The naive Ettercap, the very first one that you guys seen. Who's it going to go after? You two are blind. The other one took off. I think it's going to go after Kilvar. Leaps down from the ceiling and begins to lunge and bite at you with its giant mouth. Oh no, it rolled. Oh, you lucky bastard!
Wow!
A nat 20 for double ones on the D6s.
Oh, that was amazing.
Holy shit, that could have been bad, but...
That could have been so
right,
bad.
Here, I'll take your damage on you. 1, 2 is all you take, so it bites into your shoulder, and, like, you were expecting it to hit you directly in the throat, and you just barely move out of the way, and it gets you in the shoulder instead. But he was coming for the juggler. It then bites a second time.
Lovely. Ooh, worse.
So for 3...
Okay,
1,
I have a question.
2, 3. Yes.
I have a max of 12 hit points, right?
Yeah.
I just took 3 damage and 2 damage. But that would be max. But I took damage from a web too, right?
Yeah, the D4 I took up there was 2. So in total, you've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage total.
Yeah, so I should have 5 hit points, not 7. Yeah, I got it fixed.
Okay.
I had 2 less than what I had.
Whew, laying the beat down on you. Okay. That from there we go back to the top. Oh look, Hrothgar, can you see now? No, no, you can't see, but the thing wore off. So I just got to go into your token now and restore your vision. You can see again, yes?
I can see.
All right.
Will that clear up on my turn, or do I have to?
No, you rolled last time. If you remember, Hrothgar only had blindness for 1 turn. You had it for 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
you're really blind. So that's 1 round. You got 2 more rounds of it, Bandek. Back to the top. Pessimistic Ettercap, the wounded one here. Well, I guess he's got to go for Kilvar. Whew. Okay, here comes the bite. Yeah. Okay, bite. Ooh. You don't have any reactions or any equipment or reactions or anything, do you? No.
No.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it gets a second attack. This could do it in. This could do you in. No! That was close on my dice. It was a 19. It spun into a 9. All right, you guys are seeing Kilvar now getting double teamed by Ettercaps, and they're ripping into him, and he is barely hanging on. Luther, you are up.
Okay, come down, see the one I already wounded, take a shot.
Oh, shit.
That is a miss.
Shit.
And there's no such thing as bonus actions. That's going back this way. There you go.
Okay. All right, Bandek, you are blind. Yeah, you can't see anything. So what do you want to do? You do know that you feel like Hrothgar is still in front of you. I'll say that. He's big and moving around, and I don't know. I'll give you that much.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to stumble towards where I heard pain.
Okay, so move your token 1 step at a time if you want. In the direction where you think you're going.
Okay, because I have no fucking idea. But,
Exactly. From your point of view, it is total darkness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got 1 more square. Are you moving anywhere else?
I'm gonna say right here.
Okay. And so you do have an action.
Mm-hmm. My action is going to be just like try to stand defensively.
Okay. All right. You do, I will say, based on the noise, you do know you just are like walking into the fray. Like you...
Am I actually in a fight right now?
As you walked in that direction, you just, all you hear is like... and Kilvar go... like, and a bit of spray of blood probably just came on you. You know you're pretty close in the thick of things right now.
Okay. I legitimately did not know where anything was to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I picked a direction and I let Jesus take the wheel.
All right, Hrothgar, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I think I can get rid of here. I'm gonna try to see if I can finish off this one, which looks pretty wounded. So I'm going to make an attack at him. Just going to be one-handed. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Just a normal attack. Oh, I think that's a miss.
You rolled low, yep. So,
I rolled low, so nope.
As you swing, this thing seen you coming around for the flank, and you come up, swing that big slaughter axe, and it ducks as the big woof over its head.
Hey, that's me.
Trusting Ettercap was flanking. All right, let's roll and see who it will attack. It's going to go for one of you two on the bottom, I figure. So
Kilvar's almost dead.
Yep. So
potentially at the start of his turn.
But I could also see it as you just ran past it. It might like pursue you a little too. So I'm gonna flip a coin. I like to make it a bit random. Yep. So that would be Gruth. I didn't call it out loud, but in my head, 1 was obviously Kilvar here, and 2 is you.
Oh, it makes no difference.
Probably does to Kilvar.
Yeah.
Makes a huge difference, Kilvar.
I mean, technically, this guy could go here and be able to fight both of you. So, yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll put him here. So it rushes up, and he's starting to lunge and bite into you. Ooh, big damage, but I don't know. I think that's a hit. That's a miss. Second bite. Now it tries to duck down and bite you in the leg.
That's a miss. He's just get 2 attacks.
They get
so much HP.
Yep. They get 2 each. Yeah, this is a tough fight. I'm letting you know right now. This is a tough one. Kilvar. So made it through.
Letting us know right now, 2 rounds in, it's a tough fight.
Success.
Whew.
5. So I'll fix that up to 7.
Beautiful.
Feel free to heal yourself.
I did. I'm done.
The naive Ettercap is this one here. He has now 3 targets. So let's roll a d3. 1 is Kilvar, 2 is Bandek, 3 is Rothgar. 1 is Kilvar. All right, Kilvar.
Everything hates Kilvar.
Hey.
15 ties your AC.
Oh, shit.
All right, I will give you your 2 damage right now. As he, this time he chomps into your left bicep, pulls away, some blood sprays across Bandek.
If I never healed, I would be unconscious.
Okay, top around 46. So another, that's 1 more tick off your blind, Bandek. So that's 2 rounds you've been blind, right?
Yep.
So the pessimistic one, who is up here now, he also has 3 targets. So let's see who he goes after. 1 is Bandek, 2 is Kilvar. 1 is Bandek. So Bandek, you are blind. So he will get advantage against you. I believe that's how it works, right? In most D&Ds. If you're blind, yeah. So, all right. This is going to hurt. Bandek's going to get chopped up.
Oh. No, I don't think so.
No, you got 14 AC.
Chopped up.
So you're there. Oh, you also said you were going defensive as well. So, but either way, you feel one lunge at you, and he's like trying to bite into you, and it's getting nothing but like dwarven chainmail as he's shredding into you. And then he goes in for another one. What the hell? And now, like, you just feel like kicking and punching and elbowing, trying to smash you, and you're just like putting up with it and tanking it like a boss. Luther, alone in the dark.
All right. Pops back down. And it's going to keep shooting at the injured one, if he can.
Ooh. That's the pessimistic one. Let's see if this is enough, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So close.
Close, but not enough.
You guys got them pretty much surrounded, so I'm just going to go up here.
Okay. Good damage, though. Good damage. Bandek, you are blind. You have something to your east just constantly battering into you and trying to bite you. You also heard grunts kind of Kilvar really close nearby. And you're like in the thick of a heavy melee right now. You know that much. Are you muted, Mike?
I am, and I was talking that whole time.
You did the same thing last time.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is so I don't know where Kilvar is in relation to me, correct?
I'll tell you what. Without it taking your action, give me a wisdom check, and it's gonna be 15. But
Okay, hold on. I got an idea for this. I'm going to say a prayer, and to my god, who I keep forgetting the name of, and it's in my character sheet.
What do you think of that, Johnny? You can't even remember the name of his god.
I know. Your god is Madeira.
I don't think that's true.
All you
Saint
gotta say is Madeira
Taragna.
sucks, and then just
Yeah,
follow the curses.
Look at me. Look at me. Madeira is your god.
I can't see you. I put my hand up, and I say a prayer to Saint Taragna, and I'm going to cast Heal on the thing where I think he's to. So I'm just roll the whatever check just to see. It's like I'm just taking a guess.
Okay. Well, give me a wisdom DC 15 first. Which is a hard thing to do.
Nope.
Okay, so you're not sure. So you're basically going to be picking a random direction, lunging forward and casting heal?
Yep.
Okay. On a 1, it's Kilvar. On a 2, it's an Ettercap. On a 3, it's the healthy Ettercap. But I guess you wouldn't know which direction, so you might actually lunge in an opposite direction too, right? But you do hear most of it coming from down this way, though.
Why don't you roll like a D8? Or, well, they're all sort of directions. Just do like a D4 for like that general sort of corner.
I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to roll a D6. So this is 1, this is 2, 3, Kilvar is 4, this thing will be 5, and I'll re-roll if I get a 6.
Yeah.
Actually, I can just do a D5. Alright. 1 is the blank empty square. So, right here, you just lunge forward and you try to cast your heal. I guess technically you gotta roll. Because you are casting the spell, right?
Yep.
Alright, so
I said what I said.
Oh, well, it goes off. But there's no target there. Your hands are just glowing, and you get nothing but ground. Nice try with the blind, desperate lunging heal. Routhgar, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can take out the wounded Ettercap. Okay, gonna make an attack. That's a hit. It's the one-handed. I didn't meant to say that earlier, but I've got the shield, so that's what I'm attacking
It's
with.
always
So
that,
it's just, yeah. So unless I say otherwise, it's the one-handed, which is slightly higher, but I don't know if
it had 2 left. So how do you want to kill that one? As he's trying to ravage Bandek.
Yeah, like I'll sort of go and like just cut its head clean off.
All right, it's so occupied by trying to kill Bandek that it turns its back to you, and you just lop its head off from behind. Okay, this one is where? Down here. Okay, now this one is going to go after you, Rothgar. Question is, I'm going to roll to see whether it wants to get you stuck in a web for the continuous damage and mobility, I wonder? Could be pretty good. Yeah. I'm gonna roll. On a 1 it bites, and on a 2 it's gonna use the web. So it's going for bites. Okay, double biting. First bite. That is shit-tacular. Second bite. Even shittier. Okay. This thing is just, it's flailing and wildly going after you, and you're just blocking and parrying it like a boss. Kilvar, you're up.
Kilvar is going to try to heal himself again. Kilvar's going to fail.
And I believe nobody in the party has luck, right?
No.
I
No
do
luck. Oh no!
The healing is gone from Kilvar until he takes a long rest.
No healing, no light. He's just a dwarf.
Not just a dwarf. I
Just a
also have
dwarf.
2 other spells.
Do you though?
I do.
Are you
It's
moving,
funny how
Kilvar?
fast. Once I lose healing, it's funny how fast everyone turns on you.
Yeah, he heals you guys like 20 times in clutch situations. Fails.
I
Like,
know.
look at the loser. Where's your god now? Are you moving or staying there?
Sorry, I'm staying.
Okay. This guy.
Oh, and I'm drawing my sword now.
Okay. Let's roll to see who it attacks. 1 is Bandek, 2 is Kilvar. Yeah, I like random and rolling it. If you were down to like 1 or 2 hit points, I would. How much intelligence is on these guys? I would definitely make you go for the kill. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a d4. A 1 is Bandek, a 2 and a 3 is Kilvar. Oh, Bandek. Okay, so I had double the odds.
No,
of
not
going-
our only healer.
I had double the odds going after Kilvar, but instead it's going after Bandek. Well, Bandek is blind, so I was trying to take advantage of it. So, and yeah, I guess it's going to go for bites since it's going to do that with advantage. It's going to try and tear down. Uh-oh. No, I thought it was double dice because it was critical, but it's not. Man, these guys. Bandek, how are you doing this? All right, it goes again. Advantage. Okay. All right. So the first time it lunges at you, you're just wildly and blindly flailing around, and you swing your shield, and you feel it make contact with the nether cap, and it lets it a scream as you bash it in the face. Then it lunges back in again, and you just feel a bite in your lower abdomen as teeth sink in for a heavy 6 damage.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And with that, we go to the top of the round with Luther.
You guys are looking like shit. Alright, and I'm going to shoot. Well, we got a blind Bandek and potentially our only healer left, so naive is where I'm putting my arrows.
Okay, good hit. Low damage for you, but still, it's still damage.
Damage is damage.
It is true. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decent hit. As an arrow shoots past Kilvar and hits the Eder cap right in the guts. There's an arrow sticking out of it. Bandek. You're up, Bandek. You just seen the healing light fade away from your dwarven ally.
I should be able to see now.
You had 3 rounds of blindness. So is this your 3rd action or 4th action?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
For some reason I was thinking you had 1 more round of blindness, but...
I just had my 4th action.
You did? Okay. So yeah, I guess you got your vision back.
I'm tracking arrows. So that's how I know.
Cool. Alright, Bandek. Yes, let me give you your vision back. Give me 1 sec. Token, vision, restore the eyesight. Oh, why didn't it work? Oh, I put your vision range as 360. There we go. Sorry about that. Now you can see.
Ooh. I am going to cast heal now that I can see.
So technically, sorry to interrupt, but you don't know that Kilvar's light's gone. You just heard him cast healing. Maybe he cursed a little under his breath, but yeah, you technically didn't see any of him trying to cast a spell. But yeah.
No, I wasn't trying to help him with that. Because I heard him get cut up, and that's what I was trying to heal. So my instinct, if the lights come back on, is to heal him.
You do what you want. I was just trying to, let you know that you technically didn't see him fail his healing spell. So yeah, what do you say you're doing? You're healing Kilvar, you said?
Yeah,
Heal
because
yourself. If you go down, we all go down.
Bandak doesn't care.
Speak
That's
for
not
yourself.
what he's about.
If you all go down, I run.
You run.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Healing
For the
is
first
gone.
time in this campaign, Our healers.
Both healers are down.
All right, I paused it because I have to quickly check something here.
Okay, so we need to probably like leave immediately after this encounter.
Okay.
Or fortify this.
We're not far from the entrance.
No, we're very
Okay.
close.
Yeah, we're very close to the entrance. Like
Okay,
we're only like a room or two away. So we need to finish this encounter and get out of here.
I'm a simple flea to the door.
Your deity is greatly displeased with you, Bandek.
Oh no.
It revokes.
Oh, no.
It revokes its power. You can't cast that spell again until you complete a ritualistic penance to your deity.
Oh no. It's the same thing that happened. Only last time was only with the light spell with Kilburn. This is Cure Wounds.
Bandek is now thinking in the back of his head, is this his way of telling us to play nice and to stop fighting each other over religion?
And would you
And sinks into himself.
Yeah. And would you like to move?
No, I'm just gonna be stood there like wide-eyed in a state of shock.
Yes, staring down at your hands as the light fades away from it. Rothgar, you're up. And you just witnessed both healers try to cast healing spells and look at their palms like, where did the light go?
He's all like, oh no, oh no. I'm just going to attack Naive Ettercap, one-handed.
Big money.
Come on. Come on. I don't... Nope.
I
That's
said
not a hit, is
big
it?
money, Nick.
That
Big
is
money.
not a hit. No.
Yeah, no.
The trusty getter
Uh,
coming after you. Yeah. I was rolling to see what type of attack he was doing on you. You might just go all out biting though. You're doing pretty good. No, you usually kind of spit at range and keep people immobile. So I feel like he's just gonna lay into you with bites. Okay. First one, 17 is probably definitely a hit.
Oh, who at me?
Yep. 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
3, 4, 5. And its
Ugh.
second bite is a 15, which
That's
is
a hit.
a hit for another
Oh,
5.
I just lost a lot of health.
Yeah, so this thing, like, it grabs you with one, like, its upper left hand, its bottom left hand, and grabs you by the hip, and its other two fists are like it's like a spider essentially, right? And it's like other two fist-like limbs are just pounding you in the face over and over again, and then it like bites onto your face at the same time as it's pounding it, doing a heavy 10 damage as it just lays in you in a brutal fashion.
Finish things off fast.
Kilvar, you are up. And you might be muted. Oh, you're attacking.
He's muted.
Oh, he's okay. No problem.
No.
You're attacking and you rolled low. Swing and a miss. You're allowed to move if you'd like. Kilvar. Not moving. Okay. The one in the middle. Let's see who it attacks. At this
Probably
point,
gonna kill whoever it attacks.
so 1 is Bandek, 2 is Kilvar, 3 is Rothgar.
These things have a lot of health, and they do 2 attacks.
That 3 was Rothgar.
Hey,
Why
Rothgar
did
might be
that
going
dice roll?
down.
That was weird. Oh, I think I clicked the dice while I was on the thing. Okay. It's biting.
It's a miss.
Oh, it's a miss. Would have been heavy damage.
That would have been heavy damage. That would have taken me down to 1 hit point.
So it springs back and lunges with this powerful thrusting
So I was
bite.
full health, and then that last one attacked me, got rid of 10 health.
That would have been brutal. So you know you're nearly dodged a death blow, and it swings back around with its fists
Okay, only 1 HP.
and cracks you in the head for 1 damage with a fist. There you go.
Oh man, this is intense.
All
This is
right.
very intense. We have no method of healing. And we're not hitting these.
Luther,
things.
you're up.
Speak for yourself.
You step around the corner and
Crit,
you,
please crit.
and Luther, when you step around the corner, you see your allies now have been really bloodied since you last looked around this corner.
Oh my god, what does Kilvar and Bandek have that I could take and run away with? I mean, I'm going to attack Naive Ettercap.
Ooh, big. Oh,
Damn, damage is so weak.
Oh.
Hey, damage is damage. All right.
Damage.
One,
Well, it
two,
was
three,
damage is
four.
damage, but nobody else is damage.
Hey, I killed one.
Oh, yeah. The 2 hit points I left it with.
This arrow shot basically hits it into like the lower jaw and rips off part of its jaw, and it just splatters over onto you, Rothgar, behind it. And a piece of jaw hits you. A couple teeth, spider teeth. Bandek, you're up. And I bet-
I'm gonna stand up, and I'm still in a bit of a state of shock. So I'm going to step to the side one, and I'm gonna take an attack on this guy.
Oh, for what it's worth, I forgot to say, but right above you, now that you're over here with a light, is basically another big webbed human-sized thing on the wall, but I don't think you care about that right now. But I just wanted to point that out.
We don't
No.
care. If we don't handle this, there's going to be a lot more web.
I know,
things in
your
this room.
attention's elsewhere. I get it. Ooh. Guys, on your screen, did yours dice look like mine? It was a 1 until your D6 came by, hit the 1 on the D20, and rolled it to a 13.
Oh, I didn't see all that.
It was a nat
No.
1 until your D6 caused it to roll over.
That's funny.
All right, huge. 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly enough.
Oh.
How do you kill him?
I'm just going to like I'm like in a state of like anger and rage after being rejected, and I just don't even pay attention to what's in front of me. I'm just bisecting him.
Okay.
Like a full overhead chop.
And down it all goes.
Yeah.
I think at this point, Rothgar, you're up.
Okay. I just need to hit this and deal some decent damage. That's all I need to do. That's a hit, but not decent damage.
Okay.
Only 3
1,
damage.
2, 3 as you chop into it. Now it's going to it. Now I'm going to roll something.
It's probably going to kill someone if it hits them.
No, a couple things I got to do. First off, I'm going to determine what would I say the odds are of this. At this point are pretty high. 50% chance. 1 is bad for you guys. Okay, so your things are a little bit lucky. I will point out that you're hearing movement coming from the far east. It's very faint, but you can hear it.
There's more. We gotta leave.
But other than that, it's him. And what I do have to do at this point, technically I was supposed to probably do it last round, but either way, but they were kind of felt like they were winning, so I didn't feel like they needed a morale test. But at this point, I feel this guy does. It's 4v1. They're not fearless, so reduced to half their numbers or half their hit points, can flee if they fail a Wisdom DC 15 check. So DC 15 is awful hard too. But at this point, this thing is so screwed. Okay, so it's taking its action to. So that's 2, 3, 4. Oops, 5, 6. Okay. All right, that thing, realizing it's outnumbered as all 3 of you turn, plus Luther there with his aim on his bow, it realized, just kind of spits and then rushes back to whence it came up this way. But you do hear a bunch of commotion coming from the east. Kilvar, you're up. And that's not me taking grace. The minions are supposed to have morale on this, right? Yeah, I've been doing it since the first game, so.
You have been, yeah. I forgot about it, but I was thinking, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around the party, ask what they want to do.
Leave.
You hear, search the web mounds, find the other relics.
There's more incoming. If we don't leave now, we may not get another chance. We can come back after a quick rest.
Okay,
Are we allowed to move, or are we doing this in initiative?
in initiative for now, because things can happen. Kilvar. We're staying in combat initiative for right now.
Whole turn. 'Cause I'm waiting for them.
What'd you say?
That's my whole turn because I'm waiting to hear from them.
Oh no, but I know, but I let that talking happen, so you can take your action. I don't let talking take up your turn. And that was about 6 seconds of talking.
I know, so I'm going to go chop open a web because we never decided.
All right, yeah, they were undecided. So do you want to chop the one to the north right next to you, or the one over here? And now you do see one down here too, based on your vision. I just clicked on your vision. So there's one down here. Okay, there's one right next to you. Okay. Okay, and you look at it. It is a human size wrapped up in silk and spider webs, something or other. Are you going to start tearing it apart or investigating it? Like, what's your plan? How do you approach the cocooned thing on the wall?
Just poke it, see if it moves.
Okay. Poke it, see if it moves. Okay, you got a sword, right? Yeah.
I'm not poking with a pointy end.
Oh, you're not? So you're just, like, hitting it?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a bump.
Okay. Well, you bump and it's just like it's like a thud sound. You just, it's hard to describe other than just a weird thud sound. There's something in there that, like, it's not solid stone or anything, but it's also kind of a solid thing. Like, it could be a human, for example, or something like that. All right, I'll say you poke at it and you're like, and you want to start ripping off all the web, you're saying. So it's very sticky. A lot of it gets stuck to you, but in ripping it off, you discover that it is a deceased. If I could friggin' click this, it is a deceased beastman, cocooned, clearly long dead, but kind of being preserved a little inside of this thing. Top of the round, Luther.
You said there's one roughly right here?
That is correct, yeah.
Right, I run down, pull out the dagger, and up the cocoon.
Okay, so you're gonna, like, take your dagger out and start cutting away at the cocoon?
Yep.
Okay.
And try to split it open.
It is another beastman who appears dead as well. I actually want both Kilvar and Luther to give me wisdom checks, please. Yeah, you didn't get enough. Luther, so 16 is good. That beats it. Kilvar, you wouldn't have been able to do anything on your turn with it, because it took your whole action to poke it and rip all that webbing off. However, Kilvar, you do notice, with all the light reflecting off of Bandek's shield, there's a glimmer of something coming from inside the mouth of that dead beastman. Its mouth is barely open, and it's like, frozen death, whatever, it's just like rigid, like the whole body's just been dead for a while, and you can just faintly see something reflecting from inside of its mouth. But Luther, you didn't notice anything unusual other than the happy beastman next to you is no longer happy, and he is dead. Bandek, you are up. And probably
I'm going to. You said there was one more that we could see from here.
Let me check for your point of view. Yeah, there's one right down in this corner. 3. You got 1, 2. If you would have kept going diagonal, you could have made it to here.
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3. Because diagonals, yeah, we should be fine. So I'll make this one visible. Okay, and I need to roll a die. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. It is dead.
Okay.
And, yeah, you notice nothing unusual about it as you rip apart the webs there. And who is going to be its victim? Let me get your guys' point of view based on this. Okay. Okay. All right. On a 1 is Kilvar. On a 2 is Rothgar. 1 is Kilvar.
That was almost a 20.
Oh, I forgot.
Nice.
You didn't see this coming, and it's coming from the dark. So that would have been advantage. So I had to roll again. It would have been advantage. Because you have
Still a
no-
miss.
Oh, it's a miss. You guys see from the east direction a poisonous web spray out, and Kilvar just barely kind of like sidesteps as it all hits the ground, stone ground in front of you, and it's like all stuck there, and you can see the poisonous residue on it, and you're all too familiar with that, Kilvar. And Rothgar, you are up.
They're regrouping. We have to retreat now. I'm going to... I can't see the exact edges because, like, on the exterior of the light, but I am going to use my movement to sort of, like, go over as close as I can. Feeling not to block the entrance. So, like, I'm just sort of feeling the wall. If I'm in front of the entrance, and I'm going to step away.
Right now, no. I'll say that you can feel a bit of a wall to your north, but that's it. Nothing to the other directions.
Yeah, so I'm just going there because I don't want to block it, but, like, I'm just heading towards there. That's my turn?
Yep.
I guess I'll take a defensive action since I'm not using my action for anything else.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. I'm rolling again between you two. 1 is Kilvar, 2 is Rothgar.
Even though I'm out of the light?
Yep. 1 is Kilvar. Didn't matter anyways. So it's going after Kilvar again. From Kilvar's point of view, you cannot see it. So advantage. Once again, Kilvar, you are splattered with poisonous webs. You are now stuck in place and being poisoned. And you hear the clickering of at least two distinct ettercaps coming from the east. Kilvar, you're trying to break free. You are unsuccessful to break free. Therefore, you cannot move. That ends your turn, but you do take the damage on your turn of a d4 poison damage.
You could have left.
2 damage. 1, 2. That's... Okay. Top of the round, Luther.
Gonna crack a torch.
Okay, that's your action.
That's the full action. I can't throw the torch.
You want to throw it to the ground?
I was gonna throw it as far as I can towards Kilbear.
I'll allow it. You light it and then slide it along the ground, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, whenever you throw
That's
a
fine.
torch, though, there is a chance it can go out because this came up before.
Yeah, that's fine. But he might get a chance to see the Ettercap's location before it goes out.
True. I'll only make it... The conditions here are decent, so I'll just make it a 1 in 6 chance it goes out. So only if I roll a 1 will it go out. So let's see. Nope. All right. Where do you want to place your torch on the ground, and then I can drag it to wherever you throw it if you want.
Sure. I'm gonna put it right here next to me.
And where do you want to throw it to?
I threw it past Kilvar as far as I could throw a torch.
Okay, give me a strength check. I just want to... Well, based
Strength?
on-
Well, that's not.
You're strong.
All right, I'm actually not bad at strength.
I just want to get a rough idea of how far you'd be able to throw it. Based on the heat of the moment. Pretty decent. I'll let it go 5, 10. Let it go the full distance of near. So 5, 10, 15, 25. Basically any of these 4 squares up here, I'll let it go up as far as that.
Sure. Put it into the any of those 4.
This one?
North, east. Yeah.
Well, with
And
that, it clearly lights up where it was coming from. Bandek! You're up, Bandek.
I am going to take an action to dash away. Oop, that's not what I wanted.
We'll do your move first, and then you're probably going to see some enemies. So do 6 squares first, then you can decide.
1, 2, 3, 4. Exit was what way?
The exit is like right diagonal of me. Like, I was able to see it when the torch was lit.
6.
Now you can go another 6 if you want.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna stay right here so the light. They have light to get here.
All right. Evil Ettercap. It sees you all trying to flee, and it don't like it. And Kilvar is already stuck in a web, so on a 1 it's Bandek, a 2 it's Hrothgar. It is going to move up a little bit too. It's got to get in range, I think.
Like, do I want to save Kilvar?
Okay, so it's going here and then spitting. On a 1 it's Bandek, 2 it is Hrothgar. That is a Hrothgar spit.
Okay.
Straight spit, not advantage because it's in the light now. Good thing you threw that torch. It could have just stayed there launching spits.
Yeah.
Normal spit. Ooh.
That's a hit.
Okay. Hrothgar is now gooped to the ground and poisonous. Goop. Hrothgar, and it's your turn. Top of your turn, you take a d4 damage from the poison.
I only have 3 hit points left after this.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, and I gotta make a check to get out.
Well, yeah, if you want to use dexterity, I think it's this thing is it's a dex 12 to escape.
Okay, but it looks like my grit would apply here.
No, because remember you picked strength based.
Oh, you pick strength or dex, right? Okay, never mind. Yeah. I was just reading the description. I forgot you had to choose. Okay, so this is dex check. I'm not the best at dex, and this is DC 15. You said
12.
12. Okay. Nope.
You have a -1.
I have a -1. Is it like, nope, I'm stuck. I'm probably dead.
Oh, this is looking bad for our heroes.
Yep.
Trusting Ettercap is now going to spit on its last victim of Bandek to prevent you from fleeing. Here comes the spit. Oh, it whizzes by you and hits the wall behind you. Kilvar, you're up and stuck to the ground. Oh, it's top of your round. You got to take damage. Well, it says a d4 damage per round. It doesn't say top of round. I've been doing a top of round because I feel like you at least got to take the damage once.
That's how it's been done so
far. I think so. So here comes the d4.
Oh, lucky.
Do you live? Looks like you're gonna live.
If it's at the top of the round, I shouldn't have taken the damage last time, so I only got hit with it last time. And then I took damage at the end of my turn.
I thought I've been rolling at the top of your round each time. Like I've been waiting for your turn to get you to take damage. I thought I've been
either way.
I thought I've been doing it that way. Oh, you're trying to break out?
Nope, I'm stuck.
Oh no. This is the end of our heroes.
Well, half of them at least.
Alright, Luther, you're up.
You can move past our allies, right?
Yes, freely, you can, yeah.
You can cut one of us out, but you have to choose.
Will you continue to fight, or will you try to save or flee? What will you do?
I'm going to take one shot at the trusting Ettercap, see if I can make it count.
Okay.
Then I'm out.
Unless you crit, there's no way you're taking one out.
Exactly. Well, I actually can do a fair amount of damage, but we'll see. Alright, trusting Ettercap. Let's see if I can scare the bejesus out of him.
Good hit.
Good hit. Decent damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Not enough.
Worth it.
Big hit.
I'm out.
Luther out.
Bandek, you are there. You are not gooped. Your 2 allies behind you are gooped and in critical condition, to which the poison effects will probably drop either one of them. I will let you take a Dex 12 to try to break them out, like basically you're using your action to like peel webs off without getting yourself stuck. I'll let you, but if you want, or you can run, or do whatever you want. I'm just giving you.
I'm going items attunable, or when you get an item, you get the effects.
Yeah, as long as it's in one of your slots, it's automatic as soon as you wield it. You don't need to. There's no attunement in this.
I'm gonna try to get the. Is a dex check, you say?
12 DC 12 dex check to rip the webs off one of them.
If I remember correctly. Yes, I have a minus to dex.
Or you could try and kill this guy. He's pretty low.
You kill him, the other one might flee.
The big mice. And
Luther
you gotta
will
be able
flee.
to kill.
My paladin god would be ashamed if I didn't.
Okay.
Whew. Let's go
Need
for
is
it.
another diversion.
It's getting tense. Let's go. Let's see if you can kill this thing.
Nope.
It has an AC of 12.
Oh!
It's
I
had
thought 12 missed earlier.
Nope, it's had 12 since the start.
Okay.
You have hit it for 5 damage. 1, 2, 3. How do you do it? You know,
another charge out where I just scream my god's name and just bisect another bug. Like in a rage.
And slams it to the ground. The evil Ettercap is up. Okay, so now since they've re-engaged, they now are down to 50% of their numbers. So reduced to half of their numbers. Once again, see, he's got you all wounded, but I mean, technically, he knows Luther is still there, full health, and he is outnumbered. So from his point of view, he's pretty bad. And you're both going to die to poison anyways. He'll come back. Yeah, anyways. Yep. Here we go. I'm just trying to get into the mindset of my guy to make sure that he would do what he's going to do. But here we go. It is morale. If they fail a DC 15 wisdom check. So he did not succeed, which means he is afraid. Once again, retreats back into the darkness. Maybe he'll come eat your bones in just a few minutes. After you've died to his poison. Rothgar, you're up.
Okay. Now, because I technically could have done this at the end of my last turn because it's a free action, and I forgot I even had this ability because I've never used it. I'm going to use, before the poison kicks in, because poison might kill me depending on what it rolls, I'm going to use my Fighting Spirit. It's a once-a-day ability. It's a free action. I can regain hit points equal to 1d4 plus my con. This is a minimum going to give me 3 HP. I'm just going to roll the d4 and add 2 to this. So do this as a free action.
I'll allow it,
Oh,
since your life is on the line.
6 HP. I got that added. Whew. Okay, now I'm going to take... Now you can give me a poison at the start of my turn. Then I'm going to roll my dex. Okay. That's 1. So I'm down to 8. Okay, now I'm going to make my dex, which I have disadvantage... Not disadvantage, but a negative, but maybe I'll roll good. Oh! For me, that was like on a 19, then it tilted to a 9. Nope, I'm still there.
Continue to be stuck in this paralyzing poison.
Yeah.
Poor Kilvar. Kilvar.
I think anything. I think he's only got 1 HP.
3 damage to Kilvar. It was 1, 2.
Did Nick take his poison damage, by the way?
I did, yeah. He only took...
Oh, okay.
That's what I rolled the 1 for up there.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm unconscious.
Down Kilvar goes. He fought as valiantly as he could. He's not dead. He's dying, of course. But he's on the ground with a poisonous web stuck to him.
Next turn, right?
Well, yeah, we gotta wait for your turn to come around. And your first turn, you don't even roll your d20, you're just going to roll your con, remember? Because you can't die on your first turn.
Yeah, so we got a few rounds.
Alright, Luther?
Gilvar was alright. And I'm going to roll for a 14 on my intelligence. Didn't make it, so I have not made a cure for your poison. There we go. I have failed most of them.
I'm still in webs, you can cut me out.
Oh well, maybe next round.
Bandek, you are up.
I am going to. So I'm going to go over to Kilvar. And
So unless you use a healing potion, one of you had a healing potion. Otherwise, stabilize the DC 15 intellect check. Or you can try to first focus on getting him out of that web.
Hey, you know who has a healing potion? The guy in webs right now.
Can I ask a question? I know all I did was try and make a potion. We get 2 actions, right?
No, it's like D&D, you get a move and an action.
A move and an action. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Because if you guys free me, I can use my action to give him a potion.
I understand, but I'm going to try to get Kilvar out of these webs. It's just what I would do.
Oh, just so he doesn't, yeah.
All right, Dex 12. You can do it. I believe in you, Bandek.
It's going to be bad. I'm probably going to fail, but it's going to be worth it. Nope.
Yeah, all of us have terrible decks. Like, we know none of our characters
I have
roll
good decks. Well, I mean, I have 0, so it's not negative.
Well, this is what I'm going to say. None of us roll good decks on any of our characters, so this is terrible for us.
That's what I do.
Oh, I have a medallion that gives me advantage.
All right, so you hear scuttling in the faint distance, but not like it's more or less that creature running away, and then it fades away. Rothgar, you're up.
Okay.
Top of your turn, you take damage.
Yep. Roll the damage. No!
1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Come on, let's see if I can get out. I'm not out.
Kilvar,
So
roll
get me
it.
out.
So now it's a D4 plus or minus your con. Ooh. Okay.
That's good.
So you got 3 rounds from here out before you die. There is technically nothing in this game about taking additional damage causes you to lose, like there's no death saves in this, so
Okay.
like you don't lose any timer off. However, under certain circumstances, like if you were there and the Minotaur came over and chopped at you with an axe or some shit, then obviously I'd do something, but I don't think the little ticks of this poison is enough to justify taking off your things, but maybe if you got caught in a fireball AoE or some shit, I'd do it. You know, I'll leave it at it's
Substantial.
It's up to the GM of this game a lot of the case, but slow ticking poison's not enough. Kilvar. So you just remembered you got 3 rounds. Luther, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull Rothgar out of this.
Oh, you roll with advantage?
Oh,
But it didn't work.
What? You rolled an error, did you? With advantage.
Nope, I rolled with advantage.
he rolled with advantage. He rolled a 5 and a 1
Oh,
on D20.
But why did you get advantage? I'm wondering.
My Flutter Step medallion.
Oh, what does that do?
Once a day gives me advantage on a dex check.
Oh, I didn't know you were using that.
What
Okay.
a waste.
Well, it's not a waste. Once per day. You're trying
Well,
to get...
what I mean away is like, you know, got advantage and just low rolls. That's all I mean.
Yeah.
It was used for a good reason.
Yeah, for sure. Bandek.
Well, you're dead now.
I'm dead.
Bandek. Poor Kilvar is dying.
Unless you can get me out.
I'm gonna go over, take a step, and try to get him out of his.
Okay. This is some very resilient spider webs, apparently. DC 12.
Like, our dex is, like, not good. Oh!
11.
Oh! Nope.
The -1. Oh,
Hey.
brutal.
So, I think it's my turn. Poison tick. Light gone.
Light in the shield went off, but you're not in total darkness thanks to the torch, so you're still good. Rothgar,
Okay.
D4 damage. 4.
Hey, I have 1 HP left. If I don't get out of this by my next turn, I'm down.
So you can roll now. You need a 12 to break free of this poison that is shredding you, pulsing through your veins.
Oh, I got it! I
You
got
it. You are free.
Okay, I can't hand someone my potion as a free action to give to Bandek, can I? I can't remember if we did anything like
No,
that.
you can't. Not really. I'll say that you can get it out and have it in your hand for make it easily accessible for someone to take from you.
Yeah, just what I mean. Can I have it out so that like the next person's turn, like Luther, can just take it from me without having to rummage through my bags?
Yeah, I'll allow that as,
Okay.
as you're crawling
Okay.
out.
Yeah, so like as I tear off the webs, I sort of like rummage and like get the potion, like here, like as I'm sort of taking out the last webbing, sort of handing it out for whoever wants to take it.
Kilvar, roll a d20. Okay, yeah, so the only thing that matters is if you get a d20, you rise with 1 hit point. So you're just trying to get that nat 20 to pop up. So that's 1 of your 3 rounds gone. Luther, you are up.
I'm gonna grab that potion from Rothgar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna run away. Kidding. 2, 3.
Now, before you use it, you do notice he's still stuck in a poisonous web.
Yeah, I might want to.
That is like
All right,
constantly,
gonna try and
constantly
pull him
doing
out.
damage to him.
Yeah, all right, I'll try and pull him out of it first.
You're smart enough to see now. I'll just give you that tip.
But it doesn't work for me that well.
He's so...
Just keep the potion handy so anyone can grab it from you after he's out of these webs.
I've lit the potion next in the square next to us between
Okay,
right here. It's just on the ground.
so once he's out of the web, someone can freely grab it.
All right, Bendick, you're up.
Alright, I am going to take a step over and try again.
Wow, a DC 12 check holding everyone back.
We have terrible decks.
Oh, no luck.
We have no positive modifier for decks. This is a very difficult check for every single one of us.
Rothgar, you're up.
Yeah, we need to roll like.
And it's only Dex that pulls him out of this. Right? Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
nothing-
that's what his ability says.
Yeah, because I said if there was strength, but like, is it like strength? I cannot just aggressively tear at it. I have to.
I'm going to stick with what the ability says. It's more of like a dex thing.
That's not just to avoid it. That's to get out of it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you can come up with another creative way to get rid of it.
Oh! I did it! I got him out of it.
Were you just want to like pull him a little bit, like to here?
Yeah.
I can
That's
imagine.
perfect. That's
I can
perfect.
imagine you grabbed him and just yanked him away from the poisonous wind.
Yeah. Well, pretty much like Rothgar was intending to just drag him out of here, and he just happened to tear the web off of him.
Yep. And finally, the most resilient web ever.
Yeah, this is the first round. This is the second.
This is only your second round, man. You got a lot of time left. Yeah.
2 rounds.
Okay, so I have 1 round left.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So you've done 2 out of the 3. So like, if you come around to you again, nobody gives you a potion, and you roll and fail, you're dead. Right? Because that would be 3. So.
Yep. So like, as long as he's revived before the end of his next turn.
Bitch, I'll throw the potion down his throat now.
Remember, it's just based on what level you are. That's the interesting thing about potions.
Oh, I
in
wasn't
this.
sure. The description said like based off its level.
No, it's based off the character level.
Oh, okay.
So.
The imbiber is the it's in that sense.
Okay. I was
All
thinking
right.
based on their level.
Well, Luther, roll that little d6 over there in the chat log next to the levels 1 to 3. See if it rolls for you.
Come
Oh, I'm
on.
rolling it. Oh, all right then.
You're the one pouring it. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. And whoever, I think Rothgar, you had it on your sheet. I'll delete it
Yeah.
off your
So cleared off my.
sheet. Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
you got rid of it. Okay.
I'm gonna say,
Whoa.
tell us what Madeira was like later. I'm out. And I'm gonna. Oh, and unpause it.
Okay. So Kilvar, if you didn't roll so high on that con check, because you spiked, didn't you? Because it was a d4 minus 1, and you rolled the maximum. You would have died.
The highest I could roll.
Yeah, exactly. Because you only had 1 round left. So if you rolled any less, you would have died.
Yeah.
Because they struggled so much to get the webs off.
The webs were brutal.
They're worse than doors.
Yeah. Now we need a light spell, quick.
Is it my turn?
I will say, now, combat has ended. And with that, you can just freely start to do what you want with movements and actions, starting from here.
I am going to cast the light spell.
Don't forget it.
Can I grab that torch real quick? Is that a...
Yeah. Just
You can, go over there, move over and grab it, and they'll, So you would have had to have moved, like, over...
Alright, well, if it was free, and I was here when I revived him...
Yeah.
And I was going to leave if we were leaving, but then we weren't in initiative anymore.
Yeah,
I don't have any more light spells in my inventory to light, just FYI.
Okay, you successfully cast the light. Yeah, you, Luther, just go grab it. I think you can double-click it on the ground or something. If you double-click that, there you go. And now you can just move back wherever you figure you would be with your move. Is fine.
Well, if we're not in initiative, I'm going to go back with the group, but I'm kind of
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll let you scoop it up real quick. Now, okay. So from here, and so Bandek takes his action to cast the light spell on his shield.
Any of the Ettercaps that I killed in the battle, any chance of retrieving an arrow or two from them?
As always, you could take an action to search. So how many in total did you shoot?
6.
So you can roll d6 minus 1. And that's how many you can get back.
Okay. D6 minus... Well, we'll just do minus 1. Okay, so 2.
Yep. You were able to successfully get 2 arrows back. But it took an action, of course, to do that. And,
That's fine. I was down to 2 arrows left. Now I have 4 arrows.
Oh, shit. We need to get out of here. Yeah.
I started this combat with 8 arrows. That's how many rounds I was going to stay and fight for you guys.
Yeah, we'll follow Bandit where he's got like the main source of light. So,
good thing is you're a ranger, though, right? So you can still fight in melee. You got a high strength score and a nice dagger, magical dagger.
Nope. That's not what I do.
You coming, Kilvar?
While they're doing that, I'm checking in this thing's mouth.
Oh, right.
I'm checking in this thing's mouth.
Okay.
They're going to come kill us all.
Easy enough done. You rip open the rigor mortis jaw, and inside is a pearl worth 40 gold coins. Can you carry it? You can. You have a slot left. Do you have any other pearls on you? You do. But you already have 2 out of 2.
I have a pearl. I have 1 out of 2 pearls.
All right. Let me just add it to the Rangers thing. Because they're in stacks of 2 per slot.
Add it to the Rangers thing.
I'll just say you toss it to him as you run by here. Where the hell did you go, Steve? I don't even see your character.
Doop.
Oh, there you are. You were underneath somebody.
Yeah, I'm always hiding. You should know that by now.
Alright. So, go for next round?
Yeah.
I gave myself the pearl.
Okay, so... I usually do it on roll for random encounters on even numbers. So, yeah. I'm gonna roll.
Random encounter will kill us. We have to run.
Well, it's not a 1.
Ooh.
So,
okay.
Give her wherever you're going. You can move up to 12 if you're not doing actions.
I just gotta change my map location. There we go. So this is the main hall. If we go south, we will leave it.
Are you planning to retreat? Because I can just say you retreat because a double move next turn will get you all outside.
Yeah, because I know we're like right next to the entrance.
This is the entrance we're going down through now.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well,
we started off so well.
Well, to be fair, you cleared three quarters of the dungeon in one go, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, we did pretty good. We almost. I really thought myself and Kilvar were out. I really thought like
it was a nail biter, that's for sure. All right. So as you huff and puff and climb your way up this stone citadel steps, and goes up and up and up, and you make your way up into the ruined citadel area above ground, just rubble, debris everywhere. Of course, the darkness fills the air. We do need to determine the current weather. Windy, a very light wind. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a light wind. And yeah, so you get out here now as the wind is howling through this old citadel. What is your plan? All is quiet in the Fallen Citadel.
See if we can find like a safe spot to sort of like rest. I think normally when we do this, I'm not sure if this party has. Oh yeah, this party did once. Like I think we have like a team like trying to barricade a spot while another team tries to scavenge for like supplies like firewood or whatnot.
That was a previous team. This team hasn't done none of it.
I wasn't sure if this team had done it before. Okay, so it wasn't
No.
just a previous team.
But just like last time, so
I might have a talent for finding things. Hold on.
this is the thing. So I'm gonna give, depends on how you want to do it. So like the ranger will have advantage to find a good shelter for the night, but he also has advantage on gathering firewood, like going out in the wild and finding firewood without attracting random encounters. The rest of you guys is just going to be some kind of you can do it, but it'll take more time and more risk for certain things.
I think, because I'm not sure what situations will come up, because this sort of like, not to sort of like step on any toes, but like I do have the ranger background, so would that help me find supplies out in the wilds?
For sure, yeah. That's where you can call on your background. So
yeah, so I'll sort of help get supplies then in that case.
all right. So as it looks, we got Rothgar is going to head out to look for. Now, are you planning to get? Do you guys plan to light a fire? That is the question. Like, that's what you don't even need firewood if you're going to plan to light a fire or not. And
Bilber wants to know about the ritual for lost spells.
Yeah, because I know we got both our clerics need to do something to get spells back.
yeah,
I guess it's something pertaining like their deity and what they represent.
you're not going to be able to
I
do
know
that
some are
here
just
at the dungeon.
some are long rests. Yeah, and the ones that are gone, we have to go back to the city for them, right?
Yes, they're gone for the whole adventure.
Ugh.
So, yeah, if you rolled a natural one as a priest, you got to get back to the city, perform penance. Possibly there could be some gold and offerings involved. That's, yeah. Whereas on a wizard, if you roll a nat 1, it's a magic mishap, which can be really bad.
Yeah.
So, and like
okay.
blow up in your face and shit. So,
Too bad we didn't have like a nature deity that can go out in the woods and say some prayers or whatnot, but I don't think either of our priests represent that domain.
yeah. So, where I did say it is windy, I did not roll cold or hot, so I'm going to say you don't necessarily need a fire. However, fire provides the light source. That was, think-wise, the main reason why you wanted it, is because if not, you're in the dark, and there's more chances of encounter if you don't have a campfire. So, do you plan to send Rothgar out for enough firewood to last the night, basically? Is that the plan?
I think it might be a safe bet to get the firewood. Like, we can't really afford an ambush in our current condition.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll use my skill to try and find us a safe spot to do it.
All right, so both of you can roll intellect with advantage. As you do your
advantage, because I have
with
like
your
negative.
with your various tasks.
Oh, dice! Like it was an 18 and then it rolled to a 2. I hate that.
Okay, so we'll get to those checks in a second. What did Bandek and Kilvar want to do, and who are you going with?
I'll help gather firewood.
Okay, so you're going out with Rothgar. Kilvar, what are you doing? You sticking with Luther?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Well, Luther, you with a 16. Yes, you find a well fortified area. It is a fallen rubble of a little keep area. Like it was like a building that kind of like broken in certain areas. It only has a few different ways to get in, and you figure this would be as good as any to use. And it's again similar to the one like your other party found, in that you should be able to fortify it up, maybe by using some things and like block some of the entrances, possibly, right? To a certain degree. Now, as for Rothgar out searching for firewood, you find some, but I'm gonna see. There will be
roll.
there will be random encounter. So you beat the 9. The minimum DC was 9, which means, yeah, you're successfully able to gather enough firewood, right? But you didn't get any 12s, 15s, or 18s enough to, like, reduce the chances of a random encounter. So
This is a random encounter while I'm gathering wood, or a random encounter overnight?
while you're gathering wood.
Oh, this is terrible. I have 1 HP. So
And
hopefully
Luther and
that...
Kilvar never saw Bandek and Rothbeck.
Yeah. Hopefully
Yeah.
it's a social encounter. What about that old man in the woods?
You are
Said
lucky
he was
enough.
a ranger.
You are successfully able to come back, both of you, with handfuls of wood, and you make your way back. You find where Luther is. Found a nice area where you should be. It's like a building, and most of the roof is crumbled and open, but it's open enough so like the smoke from a fire will go up into the air. Nice ventilation, but it's
I
also
don't like choke during the night.
yeah, and there's a few entrances and exits there where you and crumbled walls and stuff. But it's better than being out in the open, and it's actually pretty decent. Like it only gives you a couple different choke points instead of just being on flat open, right? And seems a little bit secluded and stuff in a little quiet area of the keep. So it all seems good. So now, as for resting, what kind of gear do you guys have on you? Tents, sleeping bags, bedrolls?
I'm pretty sure someone has a tent. Let me see. Is it me? I might.
You
I have
were
a
supposed
tent.
to be
I have
carrying a
four-person
lot of it.
tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was carrying a lot. That's why. Yeah, so I've got a tent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I've got rations and all that there, so.
All right.
Since we're not a game paused and my torch is, taken away, when do we know if, how much time has passed? Is that
Well,
torch
that's the
gone?
thing. There basically will, because those torches are irrelevant now because you at least took 30 minutes to an hour. That was like a full hour of gathering food supplies and gathering firewood and coming back. So
You probably toss it as the kindling for to start the fire.
Yeah, I just want it off my inventory or on my inventory, that sort of thing.
yeah, that one is gone, but you don't need to mark off anymore. So the tent will protect against weather when taking a long rest. So right now it's just windy, not a big deal. It's just that there won't be any wind on you. Slight chilly wind, no big deal. The ground is rough. Does anybody not have a bedroll?
I have a
I don't
sleeping
have
bag.
one on me.
I don't think I have a bedroll, no. I think, yeah.
I have a sleeping bag. I don't know if that counts.
I have a sleeping bag as well.
Sleeping bags, their purpose is protects against a hard surface and the cold when taking a long rest. So that's what I'm looking for. So who had the sleeping bags? The two dwarves?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. So now the other two, do you have bedrolls or sleeping bags, or do you have nothing?
I
Nothing.
don't think I
Whatever
have.
he has in the tent, there's nothing besides the tent. That's
Yeah,
it.
just a tent.
No, a tent just doesn't really have a bottom, so it only protects against weather. If it was,
That's all? And it takes up so much space?
Yeah, but it's a big deal, protecting against the elements, the rain and the wind and the cold and the snow. Yeah, so those are what they do. They each have different purposes. The bedroll is basically half as good as a sleeping bag, right? A bedroll only protects against hard surfaces, but it doesn't keep you warm because it's literally just a little roll-out mattress. So, I say all this because the two dwarfs will be fine. The other two of you...
Does this crushed house or barracks that we're in have anything in it?
All right. If you want to salvage, or search around for it, you two that have nothing. Now, as you guys are setting up to sleep, you notice the two dwarves have nice, cozy sleeping bags to get in. And, you're lying on this hard stone, rubble ground you brushed away, made it as flat as you could, but, you're like, the dwarves looks like they're pretty comfortable. The rest of you guys are, looking at the hard ground, being like, we gotta sleep on this.
How many hit points do the dwarves have?
Pretty low. 1 or 2 each, I think.
Okay.
We can take them.
I'll take first watch.
What I was going to get at, though, is if you want to take... I'll let you search the immediate area. and to see how lucky you are, basically. How are we going to do luck in this? I'm going to say there is only a 30% chance you'll find something, because most stuff here is long, rotted, and gone away. So each of you can roll percentiles and try to get under 30.
Percentiles. 30.
Is that I guess a D100?
Yeah, the one on the far right down there. Yeah,
Okay.
the D100. Sorry, that's what I call them. Percentiles.
And so we're getting 0 to 30?
You need
Is
to
what
get
we're
under
looking at?
30. So
At 33.
Hrothgar failed by 3%.
Ah.
Oh, no, sorry, I haven't rolled twice. Can I just roll once? Roll, there we go.
No luck either. You guys look around, and where this is like hundreds of years old, any kind of mattresses and above ground blankets or tapestries or soft surfaces are long ravaged or eaten by rats and destroyed. Looks like you're going to be on the cold, hard ground tonight. However, yeah, pretty much. So, that being said, you're out of the elements, in a tent, in a nice fort, you're warm enough, and whatever. So, now who's going to keep watches? So, the way this is going to work is just like last time.
Do we need to do anything with our rations?
You will. Now's probably a good time that you would mark off rations. Yep, everybody can mark one off.
Okay. I'm mostly asking because it's going to free up a slot. I have like a...
Yeah.
So if I get rid of one...
So everybody mark
there
off
we
a
go.
ration, because you would... I assume you're not going to take the time to go out hunting right now.
Nope.
Ranger, right? So... you might
No,
as well-
I'm not hunting. I don't have the arrows done.
That's
I
true.
now have like 2 free slots.
So if you all marked off your rations... Now, the way I did it, there was 3 checks during the night. Here's for the first 2 hours. Let's see if something happens. I did not roll a 1. Here is for the second 4 hours.
Not a 1.
Okay, so you're halfway through the night. Now, something is happening though. Hrothgar, you're sound asleep. Tossing and turning quite a bit though with the rocky surface that you're sleeping on. That being said, in the middle of your slumber, your dreams are twisted into a realm of nightmare and despair. You find yourself amidst a desolate wasteland, where twisting trees claw at the sky like skeletal fingers, and the air is hung heavy with the stench of decay. With a tribe of beastmen at your side, you're standing as a last bastion against an army of undead horrors that emerge from the darkness, like the specters of death themselves. So what do? You are now standing there with a load of beastmen around you. They're all huffing and puffing. You have your weapons out, everything around you. You're not sure why you're here, but it's like a wasteland. You and a lot of them are covered in blood, and stepping out from the darkness with a little bit of moonlight is a wave of skeletal warriors coming towards you.
Okay, just preparing to make like a last stand, not to give up what little we have left. So yeah, I'm just gonna like hold the ground and encourage the others to do the same.
Okay. So as the first wave of skeletal warriors close in, your heart is thundering in your chest. You grab a tightening hilt around the blade that you're wielding, and the clash of steel and bone reverberate throughout the night as a symphony of violence that drowned out the anguishing cries of the fallen beastmen. With every swing of your sword, you feel the weight of despair pressing down on you. More and more, like a crushing burden that is threatening to consume your very soul. You're feeling overwhelmed as the majority of your beastmen have fallen around you. You're now surrounded. Just you and 3 more beastmen, with your numbers doubled. At least there's 4 of you and 8 skeletal warriors as they have you surrounded. What would you do?
Okay, I'm going to just start attacking at the skeletons. Just like, if we can take them out, then we win this fight.
Okay, give me 3 attack rolls. You can use whatever weapon stat you got there, it's fine.
Yeah, just regular attacks. So first one, that's not very good. Second one, better. And third one.
Okay.
Rolling so low.
Two
on
crappy
D20.
ones and one good one.
I'm rolling so low on the D20 tonight.
All right. So with that, you're chopping and trying to shatter as many skeletons as you can, and as the tide of battle seems to turn against you, you see that victory is but a fleeting dream. One by one, your comrades fall beneath the relentless assault of the undead, their flesh torn from their bones, in quite a display of carnage. With each life extinguishing, your resolve is wavering, until you stand alone amidst the sea of death. Just the screams of your beastmen around you as their life leaves their body. And with that, your eyes open. And you sit up out of your sleep with your eyes wide awake, gasping for air, like just as death was closing in on you. And as you do, you just see, standing above you, kind of pacing and looking down at you, this robed figure without a face, small, childlike in size, just walking circles around you, and then begins to walk away, is walking away from you, and you hear the giggle of a little girl. Little young girl's voice giggling as she's walking away. Luther, you notice that Hrothgar just jumps up and gasps, and he's got like he looks like he's just staring death in the face. You know him to be a pretty fearless warrior, but like any warrior who's faced with the specter of death, essentially, you know, even you've never seen him look so scared in your life as he's sitting there, but you don't see anything else around. You're not sure what he's scared of.
I'm gonna look for what he's scared of, see if I can see anything.
You follow where his eyes are looking as they kind of like trail off towards the outside of the fort that you're in, and you don't see anything. But Hrothgar's intently looking at something walking away.
What is it?
Do you see her? Do you see her there? And sort of weakly, like between like the exhaustion and like from like waking up from like that nightmare, sort of like catching up with him. He's sort of like half awake, sort of reaching out as he's seeing like this like hooded girl walk away into the shadows.
There's nothing there.
And as you look, she like rounds a corner of a wall, and that was out of even your line of sight, Hrothgar.
She's gone.
Which was a nightmare.
Yeah, I suppose it was. I'd say I feel rested, but still in better condition than I was. Like, Hrothgar's just sort of like in a cold sweat still, just sort of like looking around.
Okay. Well, Hrothgar, that has greatly disturbed your taking of a long rest. You're going to try to go back to sleep for at least another 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was going to take like a second watch, though like that sort of rattled a bit that he needs like a bit more rest.
So in the next, this is for hours, 6 hours in, nothing. I'm going to roll again for 8 hours in, I guess, technically. Oh, you guys are pretty lucky.
Are we?
Yeah. So I said there'd be 4 checks throughout the night. You pass all 4 checks. However, all right, Luther, you need to make a DC 9 con check just from sleeping on the hard ground all night.
I was going to say, once I woke up the dwarf, I'm going to take his sleeping bag.
True. True. Okay, well, you're good. You don't need to make a roll. You get your long rest. Rothgar, you tossed and turned for like 8 hours. You slept on a hard ground, but also your sleep was disturbed with nightmares. And so you are going to need a DC 12. It would have been 9 because of the hard ground, but it is now, I'm going to say with this, it's up to 12. So you need a DC 12 con check.
Okay. No whammies.
Oh, okay.
19.
If you would have failed, you would not have got the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, a long rest.
But you were very sturdy folk. And despite a bad night's sleep, so obviously you can roleplay however you want to be as troubled with a bad night's sleep, but it's not enough that I'm going to give you the mechanical penalty of no long rest.
Yeah.
But that being said, you all wake up. And since we are technically a long period in, let's see what kind of weather you wake up to, just for fun effect. Okay. I gotta roll a D3. Okay, you wake up, and actually overnight, and now, well, technically it's always night here, right? Except for a few hours of the day. When you wake up, the sun is actually shining. It broke through near the last part of your last 2 hours of your watch. It is the brief period of time here, a very brief window where the sun shines. Everything lights up. Not only is it shining, it is hot. Very hot. It's very, I would consider it warm. Enough that if you were traveling under these conditions, it would be very uncomfortable and you'd have to be making checks. Luckily, you don't really have to be doing any extensive traveling here. But either way, just know that if you have to travel in the next, 12 hours or so, it's going to be tough to do so because it's so bloody warm out. You can just picture it probably being like basically 30 degrees out or something. Between 20 to 30 degrees or more. So, yeah. What do you plan to do when you all wake up? You're all well rested? So, the only spells that were not returned was who rolled the nat ones?
I rolled it on heal.
Yeah, and Kilvar rolled it on the light.
So those spells keep those crossed out. The rest of you guys.
Between the two dwarves, we have a fully functioning cleric.
Exactly. Otherwise, all of your HPs are now returned to the top. Max them out if you'd like.
Nice. And I don't think we got any experience. I know we found the pearl, but that didn't give us anything on its own, I don't think.
No, it's not enough. It's only a 40.
Okay, I didn't think so.
40
no
gold coin pearl.
Yeah.
So are you heading back in the same entrance you just came out of? I would assume.
Yeah, I think so. It's close to where we want to go back to. So, I mean, I think our plan of action is to, go back to the Eder Caps, know what we're getting into, and try to find those last 2 items.
Bandek, you need to heal yourself.
Bandek, heal yourself.
I'll do it.
I'm trying to.
I just did it. So, you guys, I'll let you basically, before we start, you can move wherever you want in this main room up here.
Are we putting light on a few things? Or this could be before we actually came out and started doing this. Do we need to sort of switch up our inventories a little bit to sort of make sure anyone who needs a torch has a torch or whatnot before we come back?
I would have told you in the beginning, before we went back into this place. I have 4 arrows and 1 torch.
Okay, I have 2 torches. Any way we can get... I guess there's really no way we can get more arrows unless we manage to scavenge some, but I'll have to go into the ruins for that.
To search the Ettercap cave, and we know there's 1 more Ettercap minimum in there.
Okay. Okay, well,
Once we
let's go
clear that area, then we can determine if we're going to finish this place or go back for reinforcements, resupply.
Okay, so back to the Eder Caps.
Alright, I'll crack a torch.
I'll try a light spell. Spells. I have Shield of Faith back too. Oh.
Spells.
Bingo!
You want to hang on? I can.
Well, I think you said like you can go. You can do two things, or twice as long.
Or twice as long. Yeah. So spell.
Given our resources, twice as long might be the best.
Twice as long might be pretty good
Okay.
right now. You don't want to chance it because. Yeah.
Twice as long is definitely what I'm going for.
Yeah, go for twice as long. Luther, did you want an extra torch in case that goes out, just to have one in your inventory already? Because I've got 2 on my person.
Yes, give me your torch.
Okay. And are you able to take one of my torches and bring it over to Luther?
Yeah. So you can light up the one that says double time there, Bandek. You should see a light spell that says double time. You can light one of them up. And what do you want me to drag from where to where? Rothgar, you're giving a torch, you said?
Oh, give me a torch from Rothgar to me.
Yeah, so take one out of my inventory and give it to Luther.
Okay. So let's see if I drag it across. Yeah, it worked. Perfect. Okay, any other inventory things before I unpause?
I think that's good for now. That's all I need to do, at least.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
So unpause. We will start at basically top of round 56 is fine. Every 2 rounds from here will be a random encounter.
Okay. Start moving.
Yep. Do your thing.
I'm going to do a quick stimulant roll to see if I can get that non-surprise thing again now that I have some back.
Oh, yes.
Alright, it's a DC 12. Oh my god.
Oh,
Gosh.
goodness.
I can always get the stimulant one, apparently.
Very nice.
Those little blue pills, they always work.
Yeah.
Alright, I got 10 rounds starting now, Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like, when we go in there, do you want me to lead, or do you want Bandek where he has a light source?
You can lead, and I can be right behind you. That's fine.
Okay.
I
So,
just-
and start going.
You should have the effect on you now, Luther. Stimulant herb, so hopefully it'll last and go off in 10 rounds. We'll see.
Alright, well,
Or
I'll keep it
8,
track.
technically 8 round or whatever
Anyway.
it says. Yeah.
Okay. This is 12.
I'm gonna say that right now you guys were aware of the blinding light, and I won't make you get blinded again.
Yeah, we are prepared this time.
So you make your way in here. Now with this light source, you can see another beast. Well, sorry, you don't know if it's a beast man, but you can probably assume so. I meant to say another cocoon down along the wall down here.
Yeah, now that we're not in a fight, like to sort of like take a look around, see if we can scavenge like any arrows for Luther, or if there's more bodies or things that we didn't have a chance to, as we were sort of under duress last time.
And I'm going to keep a lookout for Ettercap. That one Ettercap that's still here somewhere.
Okay, I'll take a look. I didn't take a body last time, so I'll go take a look at the body down here. Is it like here?
Right there, yeah.
I didn't search my body very well.
Okay, so I'm going to... We'll start with that. I will roll a d6 and see... Okay. It becomes visible, and big surprise, it is a... Oh, wow. What a skull.
Oh, actually,
I hit a different button.
I'm dead.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Look, I just found it in a button.
Sure, Beastman.
I've never
Dead,
used
dead.
that button before. There we go. So,
Little ghosts come out of the cocoons.
a clearly dead Beastman is there as you rip that apart and look. What are the... Luther, roll your wisdom to try to look for Ettercaps in the ceiling. And then dwarves, you have actions. You can either move again or do some of your actions.
Okay. I will... Why can't I move? 1, 2.
Okay, now you notice another one down here in this corner, and that is the final one in this area. You see another webbed figure in this corner.
Oh, do I need to do like a wisdom check or anything with this one to see if it's got anything
Nope.
on it, or
That one
okay,
has
that was just for the
nothing of
ones.
note.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I know the other ones. Yeah.
No. So, yeah, other than there being one more cocoon down here, that's it. We'll go to the top of 57, I guess. You all can move in action again.
Okay, and there's just a one passageway that we can see. Oh no, wait, there's 2 passageways.
Well, it looks like there's 2.
There's
yeah.
Yeah, but that's what Ettercaps are, so...
This is where they kept running to.
Small says stairs heading up, or there's a tunnel to the right.
Okay, do we want to, like, try to make sure there's no more Ettercaps, finish them off before we explore, or do we want to take the stairs?
I think taking the right, clearing it, because if we go up the stairs, they'll be behind us.
Good point.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say go back one, Rothgar. Okay. And wait for probably light source to catch up, and then I'm going to...
Yeah, like, I know technically he would have been right behind me, but I'm...
Yeah, because I got to describe the room, and you're probably not going to proceed once I describe the room.
Okay.
So, if light
comes everywhere. Bandit, get behind me.
Bandek! That's my side. All right, stop there, Bandek. So,
sees light.
All right, I'll describe what you both see, because Luther's seeing something different with his light source back there, too. So, Luther, because you were looking up a hallway. I'll describe...
I was technically here, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll describe the room to the right over here first. What you're looking at there. The walls and floor of this cavern are wholly enveloped in thick, gauzy sheets of webbing, cocooning the space in an eerie, sticky shroud. Like the entire area, the ground and the walls and the ceiling are all webs.
Yeah.
Are they flammable?
Possibly. And but real quick, Luther, what you see, because you actually went up there with a light source, up north from you, you can see that door, right? Far away up north there. And
I can.
Otherwise, I just want to see if there's anything else of note you would see here. Not really from that point of view, unless you get closer. Yeah, no, nothing else other than that door at the far north. So you all have actions you can do before we move on.
I'm going to move up and try to, like, I want to touch the torch down to the web.
Yeah. If you can't get through yourself, you can, like, hand up the torch to one of us.
Well, I'll hand up the torch to you and say, touch it.
Yeah, so I'll just sort of, like, run the torch along the webbing on the floor.
Okay.
Does it burn away?
As soon as you take the torch from Luther and you move it close, it's like putting it next to the most driest kindling you've ever put it next to. Highly flammable. The moment the flame comes anywhere near it, it all just ignites, and within seconds the whole room just spreads like a wave of flame goes by, and all the webs and silk just burn away. However, in doing so, I need you to make a dex check. That would be you two up front, Bandek and Rothgar, since you're both up front.
I'm just putting this right here for you.
Yeah, make a dex check for me to avoid the blast of flames that heat up and to make sure you guys don't ignite on fire.
Oh, yay! More dex checks.
11.
Well,
7.
Bandek, you're fine. DC was only 9. It was simple enough. You guys were kind of prepared for it.
Dex checks are never simple.
But you, on the other hand, let's see.
I had the torch, so I think I was sort of caught off guard by how quickly the flames took, and it sort of like burned my hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a 1 in 6 chance something else happens, other than a bit of damage. Nope. Yeah, 1 in 6 chance that you would light on fire. You yourself would light on fire, and then burn for a number of rounds. So that did not happen. However, I will say I'm going to make you take only a D2 damage, because you're pretty prepared for it. 2.
Okay. 2. I can do that.
All right.
There.
You can clearly see that if somebody were just to walk in there with a torch in their hand, then there would have been a check and the whole room could have exploded around you, and then there's even more things. So you'd handled it the perfect way. I'm just letting you know. You can imagine running in there chasing an Ettercat with a flaming torch, and then the room going up in a blaze.
I had the torch back to Luther.
Okay. Yeah.
And
that being said,
did anything fall out of the webs as it burned away?
Exactly. You do notice
his stuff, Ettercat.
Tink, tink, tink to the ground. A small little bronze tube.
Bronze tube.
Or basically, you've seen them before. It looks like, you know, possibly could be a scroll or parchment case, you know?
Yeah. Go take a look.
Okay. So, actually, that was your movement action,
Well,
except for
I don't
the other
overlook
three.
actions. I know I used the torch, so someone else can do it as an
The
action.
remaining
yeah.
three of you still have your action, or you can dash to go into the room. So
We still technically had some movement, so
Yeah, you can
I
finish
still
your
had 2
movement.
steps. So yeah, so I'll just go.
I'll go into the room. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just sort of step in.
And all right, finish your movements in, whatever movement you had left, and then anyone who still has an action left can do an action. So what actions do you want to do? Do you need me to share the list again? Or do you remember?
I have the list up.
Yeah, I got the list here, but I already did my stuff.
I'll just share it again in case anybody needs it, but
The
otherwise...
arrows fall out of the webs.
No, they would have probably lit on fire, to be honest.
I'll search the area.
Okay.
He's-
What's the rest of you all doing? Kilvar got an action, and so does Luther. There's also
Looking for that Ettercap.
and there's a scroll case on the ground or a parchment case. If one of you.
Searching the area.
All right, we'll make your checks based on your actions, and we'll see what you get.
18.
Good roll.
Bit
All right, Luther, you are trying to spot any Ettercaps, right? That's what you were doing.
I'm looking for the one Ettercap, yeah.
Well, essentially, either way, it's all the same action. All three of you just did the same action, right? You're trying to spot anything hidden. Yeah, you're searching the area for traps, secret doors, compartments, or other hidden things or creatures. So, all three of you just peer around with your eyes. You all rolled fairly well. However, it is... I will say that Luther and Kilvar, you realize that there's nothing of note in this room now. Everything's been burned away. Nothing of note here except for the scroll case that's just lying on the floor that either one of you could pick up. However, Bandek, with the big 18 heroic check, you do notice a secret area that is obscured just to the south right here. The base, essentially, it's not a door, but it's like a part of the cavern that is very small, covered with a bunch of rocks and debris, and it looks like it was heavily covered with webs, and most of them burned away. However, yeah, there's essentially a secret door right to the south of right here.
I'm gonna check it out when it comes back to my turn.
All right,
But,
so we'll
yeah.
spin around. Is anyone, as a free action, either Kilvar or Luther or Rothgar, pretty much any of you, who's picking up the friggin' skull case?
Pick it up.
Everyone's avoiding it.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. All right, because I'm sure you're not going to leave it there without looking at it.
Nope.
So,
Throw up my inventory.
are you going to open it and see what it is?
No.
No. Okay. So just remember, you have a scroll.
We're not looking for a scroll, right? We're looking for a.
No, we're
We have
looking
the crown.
for
We're
a
looking for a
shield
necklace and a shield. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So no scroll. I'm just gonna throw in backpack. We'll figure it out when we get back. There's no wizards here.
Okay. I'm going to end up forgetting if I don't put it on you, but just don't say it out loud. I'm going to drag it to your sheet. If not, we're totally going to forget by the time we get back to town.
Yeah, no worries.
And so just don't say it out loud. Otherwise, but it is 1 XP. Whatever it is you found in that case is worth 1 XP, everybody.
So will we get the XP now or when we read this?
No, you collected the piece of treasure. So
Okay.
once you put it on your person,
Sweet.
that is, I'll just letting you know, it's a 1 XP piece
So,
of treasure.
so close to level 3.
On that note, if I have experience on me, say if I have 5 experience on me that we haven't made it back to town yet, and Kilvar falls in a chasm, and it's not claimable, do we lose that experience?
That was the thing. There's 2 ways to play this game. Let me pause real quick so your torch don't run out. There's 2 ways. I remember we discussed this before. There's 2 ways to play. A couple ways. You can level up in the dungeon the moment you get it. You reach your level, which is what we decided to do. The alternative way is you have to get the loot back to town safely, and then you get the XP. So the alternate way is like
Okay.
if you die on the road back and Rothgar had 5 XP worth of stuff, you don't get that 5 XP when you tally it up back in town. That's the
Okay.
more hardcore, like harder mode to play. But remember, you guys leveled up in a dungeon before.
Yeah.
So
I know,
we're playing,
but none of us died, and we left someone behind before. So I
yeah.
was curious.
So I think we decided we're going to play with the level up in dungeon format. So just wanted to clear it up. So I'm just no problem. All right, your inventory is now maxed out, Luther, but I've added the scroll there to your sheet. You can keep it to yourself. Just pretend you don't know what's in there.
It's gone.
It's a scroll of find loot.
Yes, exactly.
If we read it, it'll just give us all the loot, and we can leave this dungeon.
Scroll of find magic loot goblin.
It's a map directly to where we need to find the last 2 items.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I have that map. I've been writing it the whole time, bro.
I'm going to point out this secret door is the hardest one in the dungeon. It's I think, or one of the hardest. It's DC 18 to
Ooh.
find this.
Better be something good here.
Were you just going to open the door, or were you like investigating, taking a turn to investigate it for traps or anything?
I was investigating it.
All right, roll intellect as you closely.
Such a well-hidden door also be trapped.
You never know. These shifty header caps.
Abilities. Intellect. Roll.
We're still paused.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to the top of 58 now. That is... Oh, looks clear to you! And now we're at the top of 58, so I got to roll for a random encounter. Good. I actually wasn't in the mood for one right yet. So, yeah. But it looks clear there, Bandic.
Going in through.
Begin your moves and actions.
Do you want me to go ahead lead, or will I
Yeah.
follow you? Will you
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
How come I can't go in it?
Can you go diagonally? Like
You gotta go diagonal. So I'm like,
Okay.
3. Just give me a moment. I'm just moving my screen.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. So as one of you, you're doubled up. No, Luther, you go back where you were. It's important to go back.
I would be behind everybody. I
And
thought we were all still
Rothgar,
moving.
you want to? Okay.
Yeah, I can sort of
stop
scooch
here.
up. Like I didn't know where if you want me to stop or what.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to allow happen here. So as you are stepping down, you go through this cramped little tunnel. You got to almost like crawl and mush your way through, and it opens up into this round cavern. The cramped cave is riddled with tufts of spider webs that hang like silken drapes, veiling your path. Amidst the sticky silk, neat piles of gold and lustrous objects beckon from the floor, contrasting the looming low 10-foot ceiling which bears 3 narrow shafts, each no wider than a foot. Ignore that last part. It's basically just a bunch of weird little, like 1-foot shafts along the far walls, essentially what I'll describe that as. However, I'm going to say as you basically all push your way out, and that's the first thing you see before you, Luther, you immediately get a spider sense tingling with your herb. Your Witcher vision, or whatever you want to describe it as, is immediately tingling.
It's here.
It's here.
No, like, you can't be surprised, right? Is what you
Exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
and so
3.
you do not get ambushed by the 3 stealthed Ettercaps that are clearly guarding their treasure hoard. Yeah, they were about to all ambush you, but they were getting in position to jump down from the roof. It's only 10-foot ceilings though. But in the darkness, they were just all up around the little stalagmites, getting ready to jump down. But Luther, I'll let your herb play the factor to prevent your party from getting ambushed. We still got about 20 minutes, so want to start the combat rather than waste.
Let's do it.
At least
Yeah,
20 or more
let's do it.
minutes.
We're gonna finish these things super quick.
Yeah, right. All right.
Well, to be
Wait,
fair, like
is
the
there
last one
is
started
there
off,
webs?
half our party was blinded.
Is there webs on the ceiling everywhere?
There's some, but not like the last room. There's like little patches
I was
over
gonna say.
here and there, and there's like some that
That's
are.
what I'm
We
wondering.
can't set the room on fire.
There's
I
some
would've,
like drapes.
yes.
This room doesn't look like it would ignite like the last one. No.
Okay. Well, then.
No, this is not one of those hazardous ones. Reset initiative. Roll all.
Roll high for us. Come on.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good, except for poor Killer.
Except for Kilmer.
But can't complain too much for that.
Kilmer's hanging back like, hey guys, what's happening?
All right. Well, Rothgar, you're up. This is going to be a heavy fight in this ambush. At least you didn't get ambushed, though.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to take a straight. Let's go for, just so we can potentially gang up on it, I'm going to go for the evil Ettercap.
That's smart. That's super smart.
Yeah,
Take
I'm
the
getting
evil one.
big evil vibes from evil Ettercap. Okay, let's take a strike. Okay, come on. I can do this.
His name is Evil Ettercap. That's the one we fought before. You gotta kill Evil Ettercap.
Okay.
Insecure Ettercap.
Watch this. I'm going to roll super well.
Oh, no. Oh, that's it. 12 star AC.
Oh, and it was 8 damage! Nice!
Okay.
One-handed, of course, is said by default.
All right. Big damage, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
These
7,
Ettercaps are all wearing armor.
So, like, you're on the
No!
roof, but it's, yeah, exactly. All enchantment.
Their AC's different now.
They,
And you get a third attack.
even though the ceiling's only 10 foot, so you had to jump up and swing your axe, but you're able to hit them.
Yeah.
Like as they're dangling down, they're lunging down and getting ready to ambush you. So
it's a big weapon I got. I can sort of like do a quick lunge. I'm athletic enough to do that.
And
I mean, what are you, 6 feet tall?
I'm pretty tall.
The standard hand reach would be what? A foot and a half, 2 feet taller than that. So you got like an 8 foot vertical just swing. If you jumped even a little bit, you should be able to hit one of them.
Easily.
It'll go for most of you anyways, because yeah, these
we
guys
are playing with 2 dwarves.
No, but this is meant to be like only a 10-foot crawl space. Like even though it's like the size of like a room. Like it's not that big. It's not like the big 20, 30 foot like the rest of this place. Ceilings. So Numb is up. Numb. Let's see. I'll say this one is just going to launch on Rothgar because he's right next to him already.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we'll go with the double bite. At least they're not at advantage thanks to your ranger's head up. Ooh.
Ooh, a critical fail.
All right, everybody. Hold on.
Maybe he just misses his other attack.
Falls off the roof.
One attack.
Falls off the roof.
I have a
keep it
fumble
simple.
table, so I'm finally
Yes,
going to use
I
my
love it.
fumble table. I'm not sure
Let's
how
love
to
a good
apply for
fumble table.
melee attacks, but let's see.
A 1 and a 1. Super
Okay.
fumble.
Yeah, I got to go.
Fireballs itself.
Got to go to 1
Somehow.
until it makes sense.
The fumble table also
because where
has
he's
its
not
own
actually
fumble
wielding a
table.
weapon, he's using a natural weapon. So I got to go with
Tooth
this.
to tooth.
I got to go with this one. Wild swing. He overextends himself going in for the kill. Your opponents gain advantage on attacks against it until the end of its next turn.
Oh, I like that.
So yeah, this one. But he does get a second attack, but he's like completely flailing about, overextending.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah, big 4 damage. But that one is vulnerable. Advantage against the numb one. Luther, you're up.
All right. Before I make my attack, I know, because we've done this for a while, there's no attacks of opportunities when you break
Nope.
combat. All right. In that case, I see the vulnerable one, and I'm going to shoot at it because it's vulnerable. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Oh, and I missed anyway.
Oh,
which
that
is
would have
the
been good
problem.
damage, too.
I know. Great. And I'm going to creep my ass back up this tunnel.
Bandak, you are up.
Oh, game's paused.
I'm sorry. All right, go ahead and move. And Bandak, you're up. See if we can power through this combat.
I'm going to take an attack at the guy next to me.
Okay, evil? All right.
Finish him.
Yeah. Even though Numb gets advantage, I think I'm better off going for this guy.
Yeah, if we can get him out.
Exactly enough.
Well,
Oh, good.
Let's see if you can enough to kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No! You drive your sword, slice it across its guts. This thing's it's bug-like guts spilling out in front of you. Insecure Ettercap. Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna roll. 1 is Rothgar, 2 is Bandek, 3 is Kilvar. Bandek lunges down into here and starts attacking Bandek with brutal bites. Whoa, big hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and second bite.
Okay.
Parried with the shield. Very nice. Evil is up. Ooh. Let's see. Okay. No,
Really, 50-50 chance we attacks. We both did some good damage to him.
1 is Rothgar.
Rothgar.
So it's attacking you, Rothgar.
No. Oh, that was a
1,
nasty.
2, 3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6. You didn't want to use your shield, did you? Didn't you have a shield? Or no, did the dwarf have a shield?
Oh no, one of the dwarves got it.
Okay.
I think Bandek.
Second bite. 14 is a hit for 5.
That's it. I'm down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm down just enough to get me down.
Oh
They
my
rolled
God.
such high damage on me.
Not good.
Nope.
This one
I'm
lunges
down.
down off the ceiling. Oh no, this is evil one. The ones that like you are just like oh yeah, you were just like pounding the shit out of it. It's like hanging on and in its desperate last, like a rabbit Wolverine, last bit of life, and it just goes savage on you. And just tears you down with it. Kilvar, you
Forgot
are
to
up.
do something. There. Yeah.
Kilvar is going to try to heal.
Ooh,
Ooh,
it's
okay.
good. Clutch bomb
How should I
heal.
Woo.
But I can't see Rothgar yet. I don't even know he's unconscious. Oh, no, I just heal Bandit. I haven't moved forward.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I just can't see him. Yeah, I already know he's down at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, from your point of view, you can't even see him. That's true. So, all right. Well, Rothgar, roll a d4.
Let's see here.
Plus or minus your con. Oh, right.
4, and I got you. So 6.
Well, you got 6 rounds. Okay. Okay. The numb
Plenty of
one
time.
is up. So this was the one you would have had advantage on. So at the end of his round, it goes away. Well, it only makes sense. He's going to step over and start attacking into Bandek. First bite is would have been big damage, but
Ooh.
you duck that one because that's a low amount. And this one, you parry
Low on
it.
both accounts.
Yeah, either way, you parry one, duck the other one. Bandek is tanking like a boss. Luther,
Alright, I actually, from where I am, can see Insecure at her cap, so I'm going to take a shot at him.
you can also see evil
Instead of-
with 1 HP.
Oh yeah, I can too. I'll take a shot at
Kill
Evil,
Evil.
because he is a little weak, and that seems to be the best option.
Avenge
so.
me.
13's enough. How do you want to kill evil?
Oh, just a shot directly in its face.
All right, Bandek, you're up.
Alright, I am going to step down. Is it? Down. And I'm going to attack the numb one.
All right. It's not advantage anymore because he had his turn, but you can just club into him.
That
Garbage.
garbage. Garbage
low
damage.
roll. All our crits are like such low rolls.
Yeah. But that's okay. Hey, it's a hit, right?
Yeah.
It's all good. Can't complain. Insecure one is up. Who's he gonna attack? 1 is Kilvar, 2 is Bandek. Technically, he could spit on Luther too. You just watch Luther do that. All right, I'm gonna roll. 1 is Luther from the top down. 1 is Luther, 2 is Kilvar, 3 is Bandek. Oh, okay. It was Bandek. He's laying into you.
Come on, then.
It's coming. I'm rolling. Ooh.
It was almost a nat 20.
Okay. And you don't want to use any of your gear? You want to take the 5?
I'm thinking I'm gonna use
You You don't have to. It's just there might
No,
be a harder
my,
hits later. I don't know.
No, this is a good time to use the Dwarven Chainmail.
Okay,
So
so
I roll a d6. And I take...
Ooh,
It
nice.
prevents 4 of the damage, so I take 1 damage.
okay. With that, and that doesn't use it up. It's just once per day, right? So like,
It's just once per day, yeah.
yeah, that's just to represent. It's nothing magical about it. It's just like it takes a bit of a pounding and it protected you in this way, and
I forgot your chainmail had that. That's nice.
I relied
My
on that.
shield also does stuff, too.
And here's the second attack from it, which is nothing. You
Yeah, I knew
sidestep
your
it
shield
away.
had the sundering. I knew you got that because I think you only got that last session.
Kilvar.
Hey, Kilvar steps down with the intent to attack, and then he notices Rothgar dying. So I'm going to heal Rothgar.
All right. Oh no.
Or
We
not
have
gonna
no
heal
healing. Rothgar is dead.
We can
Oh no! Wait,
stabilize you.
we potentially
No, you're not
have,
dead. You'll get 4 chances to roll a nat 20, and now they can also use a DC 15 intellect to get you stabilized.
True.
Plus other things. Okay. The spell is gone. The team has no luck. Your healing potential is no longer with you. Rothgar, roll the d20 and hope for a natty 20. So this is your first roll out of 4, right?
Yeah. Oh, out of like 6. That one.
6, right. Yeah.
6.
Well, there's
Yeah,
no-
roll the 4 plus 2. So
You're
yeah.
lucky there's nothing there under dying for a natty 1.
Yeah.
So Numb is up. He's going to attack one of you. So Kilvar is a 1. Bandek is a 2. Bandek, you're being attacked.
Let's go.
Here comes the first bite. Oh, huge whiff. He just totally misses you with that.
Oh,
He just
yeah.
didn't even come near you. Ooh, that one's a hit, though. 1, 2, 3. Whew, guys. Okay. Come on, guys. You got a job. There's 2 left. You got no healing left. All right, Luther, you're up.
All right, now I can see Insecure, so I'm going to give him a quick shot at. Okay.
1, 2,
It's a hit.
3, 4, 5. Good hit. Good hit. Bandek.
I am going to take another swing.
At which one?
Numb. I'll just keep going in on numb.
Ooh, huge hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Massive chop. I'll say with that, you removed one of its limbs and chopped into its body quite a bit. One of his 6 limbs or whatever he's got on the go. Insecure is up. Oh, he did not like that. So, okay, I'm going to roll a d3 from top to bottom. See who he goes after. Once again, Bandek. Hey,
Listen.
Bandek.
Coming. Keep them coming.
Despite the arrow hitting him, he just seen what you did to his partner, and he's biting in your back. Ooh, my god, it's a big hit. It's a big hit.
Hey, do you want to sunder that?
I'm going to sunder my shield.
Okay, so he lunges in with a huge double axe handle and a bite, and you put up your round shield. You block it, and in doing so, it crunches the shield, kind of breaks the shield down the center, and just flicks it out of your hand, crumbles away from you. Now that had the light spell on it, right?
It
so
did.
But the pieces are still there.
I'm gonna say this room will remain lit, but the light spell is on that shield, scattered amongst the ground. So you can't take it with you really after this. But
And it's going to last twice as long.
I know, 90 minutes. Unfortunate. Maybe you should have did it on your weapon.
We can take pieces of the shield, right? When we leave.
Sure. If you take the time to gather up some pieces, I'll let you keep your 90 minutes. All right, you just delete your shield and re-equip your other one if you have one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Kilvar.
Kilvar is going to attack the numb Ettercap.
Can you finish it, Kilvar? One of the rare times Kilvar swings a weapon. And I
Oh, is that enough?
think you came up short. 1, 2.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's not undead, is it?
Nope. You slice it
Is
into
it like a
that.
little undead?
All right, Rothgar, your second roll.
Okay.
You're hoping for that nat 20. Nope. The numb one is up. They're not at 50%, so they don't have to roll, and they're not a solo enemy yet. But, well, he's going to attack. 1 is Kilvar, 2 is Bandek, because you can't see the ranger. That is actually Kilvar. No, I said 1 is Kilvar. From top, I usually always do top, bottom, or left to right. So
I wasn't looking at the screen, I was just guessing.
No problem. Here's the first bite against Kilvar. Oh, that's so low. It's a clear miss. Would have been huge damage, though. A 14.
Altogether. Miss.
Miss, you got a 15 AC. Very nice. Yeah, so with that, you saved yourself a huge 6 damage. This one was definitely a parry with your shield, because it was so close to hitting you. Your shield came in clutch, and you block it away. Luther, you're up.
Alright, gotta take a shot at Insecure. On.
Woo!
Oh,
Huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How do you want to splat him? The same as always? Is an arrow through the head?
I pull out my last arrow. And normally I have like my bow has a certain amount of pullback to it, but I just get that extra like inch to get it really drawn tight, and I just let it go. And not only does it go into its head, but if it can, pass through it.
Ugh, very nice. Bandek, you're up.
I am going to try to finish this numb eater cap off.
Okay. Ooh, that'll do it. How do you want to finish that one?
The same way I've been killing eater caps, just bisecting, just straight chop down.
Yeah, just slicing them in half. Okay, everybody. So, first up, you guys defeated that. Oh, this is my bad, you know. I just realized something. You guys defeated that first room of Ettercaps back there, and I didn't give you luck tokens for it.
We ran
that
away.
would have made a huge difference.
But you kind of
Didn't
ran.
you run away?
You kind of ran away, which is kind of what threw me off, because the enemies were kind of regrouping to the right at the same time. So I'll give you the bulk of all of them combined right now. So adding their level 3 monsters and adding all of them into one big pile will definitely be enough luck to give all of you one. Let me double check my list, but
I'm gonna try and make a healing potion when it's my turn on initiative again.
yeah. 1 second. I'm just gonna get like Kilvar take his turn, and we'll stick in our order. I just want to see how many luck potions or luck tokens you get. So you guys are level 2, and they were level 3 monsters, and there was way more. Yeah, fighting more than 3. Oh no, level 3 monsters. And number of monsters. You fought more than 5, which is considered very hard. So 4 luck tokens or more. So yeah, everybody gets a luck token for wiping out that many level 3 minions. Like, they're higher level than you guys. So, and you cleared out a ton of them. So everybody has luck, and Kilvar, it is your turn.
What skill do I need to roll to revive Hrothgar?
Intellect. DC 15 intellect.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh yeah, he's dead.
well, alright, so go to Hrothgar. It's your 3rd roll.
Yep.
Looking for that nat 20. You did not get it.
Closer.
Luther,
Nope.
your turn.
Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is try for my regular. Oh, can't pause. I would be walking up to him.
Okay, sorry, go
and
ahead.
I'm just gonna go up to here, and I would try the solve first because that'll get a 1 hit point back, and it's a DC 11 on
Okay.
this. So I'm gonna
We got
roll.
luck tokens to spend if we need to. Are you?
Well, that didn't work, but I'm going to use my luck to re-roll this one because it's just a DC 11. So come on.
And it could mean
solve.
the difference of Hrothgar dying. So
There we go.
No.
So this is a 1 HP solve that I kind of spread on the wound, and
yeah.
he would come back
Since you're out of combat, we'll take an additional action to do it, but you can just either hand it
to
to
apply
one,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, either hand it to one of the dwarves, or you can just narratively say what you get down. And you do it. He forces his herb in your mouth. You gain 1 HP, Rothgar.
Yeah.
You come to life through the Ranger's aid, just like Aragorn style. All right, we're going to wrap up in a second, but before we do, I just want to describe what's in this room, because this was the treasure room.
Can I make one more?
Yeah.
If we're just going around, since he's awake, I am gonna try for the big potion of healing one.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to like use my fighting spirit just so I can get some health back. But I'll let Luther roll for the potion first.
Yeah, this is a 15, so the chances of me getting this one are slim to none.
You got more luck tokens. It's our only method of healing.
I'm not spending another luck tokens bringing back potions, though. That's crazy. We need them for the light. Oh my god, I got it!
Oh, you did this!
Whew. Okay, so you can...
I'll hand that to you to drink a healing potion.
Do you want to drink it there now, Rothgar?
Yeah, so that's a D6, right?
Well, you might level up. No, technically, if you're using it now, then yeah, you're not.
Okay. Let's see if we level up from this room. Because bump that potion up to a D8.
We'll just say while you're doing this, the dwarves are going around gathering loot.
Okay,
so you might literally ding while he's trying to give you the herb.
Yeah.
All right. So in this room, this is what they were guarding so feverishly here. There are a bunch of piles. You find 200 gold coins, 2 pearls worth 40 gold pieces each, an alabaster statue of a bull worth 20 gold, 2 silver incense bowls, 15 GP each, gold pieces each, a jade snake bracelet, 20 gold pieces, a necklace of thick gold links, 30 gold pieces. Yeah. So, how much of that?
Put some of that up into a chat just so we can sort of see.
Yeah. Just wondering now, because depending on how much of this you take, so you guys are definitely going to take the 200 gold, right? But gold weighs a lot. Every 100 weighs pounds and stuff. Because you guys might be able to level up here. Let me see if it's possible.
Yeah. Well, I freed up some inventory slots.
I can free up inventory slots if we decide to take this, go back to town, cash it in, and then come back. We could make off like bandits.
How many XP do you need to level up? I'm just curious because I'm looking at this.
I need 4. Everyone else needs 5.
Okay. So because we got, if you take the 200 gold pieces, that's worth 2 XP, and if you literally take everything else, you will get, because every 100 I value it as 1 XP, so that's 80, 90, 100 for that. That's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'll round that one up because it's so close. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you take every... Sorry, let me make sure I did that right. No, sorry, that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, you would get 4 XP total if you can take all of this.
Oh, we can't get rid of other treasure. Is that correct, or does that matter anymore?
That's a good
point.
Actually,
put
it's
the
a good
items
point.
and let's
I guess
see
just
what
by unlocking... I guess by unlocking the treasure, you would get it. Because technically, if you think of it, if I said you find this magical sword, Johnny takes it, you all gain 2 XP, and then later in the dungeon, he dies with that sword, you still keep your XP.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just a moment of unlocking it all, right? Like...
So is this finding the treasure and not necessarily like bringing it back? I guess that's the big difference in the method we're using.
Yeah, that's the method used. So, yeah, so you all gain 4 XP.
That's a level up for me.
Oh, sadly, it's not for everybody. I wish it was for everybody.
That sucks. I was when you were saying 5, 6, like everyone's gonna level up.
Wait, how many XP to kill Rothgar right now?
Okay. Ooh, my level. I've got a little level up arrow on my character sheet now.
But it doesn't matter for the healing potion because it was levels 1 to 3 is still the same amount for healing potion.
Well, let's see what ability I get. I might be able to like heal myself more. So let's see.
Drink the potion. It lasts for 3 rounds, and I already made it. So drink it.
Oh, it only lasts for 3 rounds. Okay, well I'm drinking it either way. So that's a D6. So I'll roll that. So that's a D6. Oh wait. It's a D8 because I'm level. Oh wait. Because I'm level 3. Yeah, no wait. So level 3 is still
1 to 3 is still a D6.
Yeah. So okay, I heal 4.
Yeah, I'll heal you back 4.
Oh, you'll heal that. Okay.
1, 2, 3,
I'm going to
4.
hit the arrow on my sheet and let's see if it does anything.
All right. So 200 gold would be 50 gold apiece.
Gold.
Oh, okay. Oh, the system actually prompts me to roll my HP and to roll a talent here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my HP. I roll a D8. 5, I'll take that.
Okay.
And roll a talent. +1 to melee and ranged attacks. That's very nice for me.
And if you dwarves can survive long enough to get 1 XP, you'll get new spells.
Okay, and then I hit level up. So let's just see here, see if it added all that stuff.
Your HP went from 17 to 22.
Oh, that's so nice. So, okay, so since my HP went up... Oh, it did actually add that extra 5 to my health.
Yep.
So that extra HP I got... So now I got 10 instead of 5, and I've got...
And it put the talent under, too, because it says you have 3 levels of +1 to melee and ranged attacks now. Looks like it added it to me, right?
Yeah, what was I rolling? Here, I want to go to my attack roll. I think it might have added it there. I'm trying to see where I last attacked. I think it got it updated, though. Where's my axe? Sorry, I'm going through I was dead for a while. So the last time when I attacked...
We don't get an XP for this scroll if we decide to open it while we're in here.
I already gave you that one, remember? Back in the other room.
Yeah, so it looks like it
yes, that's
applied that already. So yeah, so it's just to the rolls, not to the damage, but +1 across the board is really good. I'm not gonna... Yeah.
All right. So, unfortunately, the rest of you guys are 1 less. Rothgar, because...
What's the single most expensive thing besides the gold that we found in this room? I didn't write down the gold cost, just what you had there.
So there's 2 pearls worth 40 each. So if you take a stack of 2 of them, it takes 1 slot as 80 gold coins.
2 pearls? Alright, I'm going to grab the 2 pearls. If you can put them on my thing, I'm dropping my rope.
Yeah, so right now I have 3 free slots right now, and I have a rope that I can drop if need be.
Okay, did everybody take 50 gold coins each?
Oh, I haven't. So here, I'll do that.
Johnny and Mike?
I got it there now.
I'm working on it here now.
Yeah, no worries.
How much gold does everybody have in their hands?
I have 95 gold right now.
I have 60.
Alright. I'm giving you... Oh, okay, well, I'm giving... I'll give you, Bandek, 18 gold.
I got a 78.
Luther's trying to offload some gold to get on some encumbrance to go away.
Wait, I should be... Why didn't the encumbrance go away? I'm under 100
Let me
gold.
see how heavy gold coins are. Let me look at the thing.
Hold on,
here.
let's see.
I also, just to make this kind of easier, I have 2 open slots.
Yeah, and I have 3 open slots.
Alright, 22. I'll give you 4 more pieces of gold on top of that 18.
There you go. Now your encumbrance went down.
So I'll go up 4, which puts me at 82.
I had 4 silver pieces. I just forget to look at.
Okay.
Which is weird.
So, does anybody want the alabaster statue of a bull worth 20 gold coins?
I'll take it. Let's fill up our slots.
Yeah, just say fill up our slots for now. If we need to drop it later, we'll do it.
Okay, alabaster statue of a bull. And so the next item was 2 silver incense bowls. They're only worth 15 each. The next most valuable thing would probably be actually the necklace of thick gold links is worth 30. Who wants to take the necklace of thick gold links?
I can take that. As I said, I got 3 slots right now, so.
Okay, I'll drag that onto you. A jade snake bracelet worth 20. Let me just give that to who? Who's going to take that?
Just fill up the inventory, really.
Yeah, like
right.
whoever's I've got 2 free slots, so yeah.
All right, I'll just give it to Rothgar for now. So Rothgar also got the jade snake bracelet, and then.
Do you have their values aren't in the description, but in case we need to drop them later on, I guess you'll let us know.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you know.
I think we're going to have to head back to...
Yeah, I think we got to head back to town, like, because I think our clerics need to try and get some of their spells back, and
I have no arrows.
And you have no arrows, yeah.
I used my last arrow to kill that last thing.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can I search just at Oh wait, if I find an arrow now, I'm encumbered. So
I can take some. Wait, no, I can't take anything. I can drop one of the bowls.
yeah,
I can drop or I can drop my rope.
It's a lengthy journey back too, remember? So hopefully you won't get any random encounters. But if so, you just have to fight your way through it. On the bright side, so we'll pick up next game with you guys basically fleeing on the road to head back, and we'll do the downtime, the leveling up, and you guys, 2 dwarves, will get some new spells. You'll get a new talent there, Ranger, and with that, hopefully, it is if you can make it back to the town. You may die on the road, but that being said, good game, everybody. Good game. All right, everybody. The next episode will be here on the screen if it's available at this time. Otherwise, if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the adventure, share this with your friends if you want to help this channel grow, and as always, stay in the light.